All right, we should be live. Having Finn check the gate, verifying that we are live and we should be. We have the thumbs up. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another RSG stream on Twitch. It's Saturday night. It's 8 p.m. It means it's time to play some Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition as we continue on with the Wildemount Campaign. I'm your host and Dungeon Master, Ranger J, 1999. We'll let the players introduce themselves here in a moment, but we're glad to have you guys here on a Saturday night to sit back, relax, grab your drinks, grab your snacks, grab whatever you need to grab, as long as it's consent was given, and enjoy the D&D stream. We do this pretty much as we can every Saturday at 8 p.m. and go until however long we can. That's usually on me and how tired I am. And so, not to worry, I've got plenty of bourbon and plenty of Dr. Pepper, so we are good to go. So, if I have to, I'll inject caffeine in my veins. I've done it before. You think I'm joking? I'm not. I did strange shit in the military. But that being said, welcome. Hope you guys are good on Saturday. Hope everyone's being safe. And with that, we'll recap here in a moment after we do the intro and everything. Got some stuff to go over first before we get into the game itself. But let's let everybody introduce themselves. We'll start off with the lovely Allie. Introduce your character, Allie, aka JCBM.
I play Alaneth Darren, and she's a ranger, half elf.
There you go. Johnny
and
Mo.
thank you to Jasa for just resubbing for 5 months.
Hey, you know what? I'm see if I can pull that up because I don't have Twitch up. So, Johnny Mo, introduce your character.
I'm playing as Reed Tea Leaf, a halfling rogue assassin.
Yes, he is. And why won't it mute? It's not muting, Finn. Ah! Oh, okay, I beat it. Let's see. Oh no, we might get double sound.
My favorite Finn thing.
Like no. Okay, give me a second here. Make sure it's good. Okay, good. I can see the chat. That's all I really care about. Well, I guess Matt is going to introduce Tagar since that's his name on the screen. You potato head.
Togar Listidix. I'm celebrating 8 crazy nights.
Fix your name, Matt. That's not your... I'm just moving on. Oh, God. Christy, introduce your character, please.
Hi, I'm Critty. I'm a half-elf bard.
I just love how Ronga just like had his real name up there. He's like, hey, I'm Matt. Hi, Matt. Just welcome to D&D Anonymous.
What's wrong with having your real name on the screen?
Sure, go ahead and do that. See what happens.
Mine is.
John M does not really do anything.
Do you think my last name is really Web Shop?
Yeah, it's like Matt the radar technician. It's Matt the web shop. That's all he's been doing.
I mean, Grande gave me an alias. You know, it's
that's true.
Like...
Well, you don't see us calling that, do you?
No.
Yeah, because we don't allow Grande to rule here. Grim, introduce your character.
I'm playing Drumzal. He's a orc cleric.
Okay. Finnadoodle.
I am Balin Nightbleeder. I am a human sorcerer.
Corinth, aka the Emperor.
I am Hadelin, a dwarven fighter.
Is it just me, or does when I look at Corinth right now with that scene in the background, he looks like Jesus?
The beard is actually getting pretty
The beard
epic.
is really pulling it off for you, dude. Man, that is kind of epic.
I am going for
I feel like we should have like, oh.
I kind of want to lend you my Viking helmet.
Penny pasta domino.
Requiem. All right. And last, we have the lovely Gara.
I am Ashira, a Asmar Warlock.
And she is so in character, she is completely engrossed in darkness the entire screen.
I like it.
She's there.
Here I thought Balloon was the edgy one.
But you can't see her. She's totally emo right now. She's totally in the darkness.
I am not cranky, you are cranky.
She's hidden. She's camouflaged. You can't see her. All right. With that being said, any news or notes before we get going here, Finn?
Only announcement really. Be aware of changes to kind of the regular RSG schedule due to the holidays and everything coming up over the next 2 weeks. Over the next 3 weeks actually. So we'll try to get the streams and everything to you guys, but of course with the holidays and everything, things are going to be a little different.
Wait,
So
are you saying you actually have a life outside of this?
Yeah, don't you?
What's that like?
so we'll try to keep you guys apprised of it. If you guys are not already on the Discord, !Discord, we'll give you the link to the RSG Discord so you guys can head over there. And of course, you'll get notified if you have subscribed to the YouTube and Twitch notifications on our Discord whenever we go live. So make sure you guys do that if you haven't already. And otherwise, make sure you follow us here, subscribe on YouTube, be ready for some streams. Just who knows when they'll be.
Critty, can you do me a favor? Can you go punch your husband in the face? He keeps trying to get Finn to play Fallout 76. I'm tired of seeing it in the chat. Get a room, man!
What? It's a good game.
Get a room. All right.
I mean, I've only put on like almost 100 hours in the past like 4 days.
Oh, that's fascinating, Grim. Nobody asked.
Have you seen how many hours Ouchie has put into Don't Starve Together?
Yeah, see, that's
Yeah.
that's more commitment. Get to that level,
that's
then come
impressive.
talk to me.
That's addiction right there.
Yeah, that's
addiction.
sexy right there. All right, we're gonna do the intro and then we'll get into it.
Ouchie.
Lord.
Okay, here we go. And welcome back. All right. So when we last left our cadre of characters, they had just completed the dungeon and defeated the bad guy. Huzzah! Congrats, everybody. And because of that, they hit ding 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 level 5.
Yay, we did it. It's awesome. Yay.
Guys did a
We
great...
narrowly avoided the TPK and got ourselves a level.
That's
instead.
right.
Well, it wouldn't have been a TPK. I mean,
Yes,
you know, Drum and Hadelin would have survived.
No, I dragged you into it. Remember, we were almost in a TPK after that. I completely dragged you into the TPK. Had to
Drum,
make
you're
sure.
at like 3 hit points.
Yeah.
Like, Critty would have been fine. She would have left me. Like, I'm sneaky.
Just convinced her happy ass right on out of there. Like, that was a great adventure. I'm
Critty and I would have started a library.
With this adventure.
I had
Oh
to
my
go
god,
make new
adventuring
friends.
is horrible. I'm going back to my library.
All right. So when we last left our band of merry adventurers, they had they basically wiped out the dungeon, defeated the bad guy, got a whole bunch of material, and stumbled in through the night, as tired as they were, into the hotel where they were able to get some rest. I think that's where you guys left off, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we all get a long rest out of that?
Yeah, you guys all get a long rest.
Well, actually, Ranger, quick question.
No.
Technically, do we level before or after the sleep? Because I want to do something at night potentially if we leveled before, because I would have spell slots. After, okay.
Yeah.
As soon as you said that, it was after.
Yeah.
Wait another night.
Dungeon Master, the D stands for dick.
Presentation.
Not wrong.
Work on the presentation then.
So,
I'm fine either way.
No, they were able to defeat Stallmast and rescue everyone and do good deeds, and so they've gone back into the town and they've done a great job. And because of that, they hit level 5. So really quickly, because I just dropped this on them last week at the end of the episode and stuff before I went and passed out. who here is rolling for HP and who is just taking
That
their...
would be me.
You're going to roll, Grim?
I'm going to tempt fate.
You're going to tempt fate. All right. Come on
Okay,
now. It's
where's
time to...
the dice thing?
All right. This ought to be
here?
sexy. Let's see what happens. What Grim doesn't know is we secretly replaced his dice with Folger's crystals. Let's see what happens.
You replace his dice with my dice.
Oh God, Folger's crystals might be better.
Grim, don't do it. Don't do it, Grim. Stop it.
So,
Finn, get the Folgers back.
so let's see here. In D&D Beyond, where's the hit dice?
I don't know.
Just roll it and roll 20. That's usually the way I do it. There's a
Okay, what's
panel
cleric
you
then?
can bring up.
Clark at
D8?
D8,
Okay,
I think.
so it's a D8 plus 2 then. Right, so here we go. Well, there we go.
Oh!
Nice.
Very nice.
We got the
So-
Folgers crystals back.
No, he just
Yes.
used my one good roll of the night.
Of the night? Of the campaign?
All right. You guys are back at Lower Hupperduke. It is early morning, and you guys are well rested, if not a little fatigued, but you know, after a night's rest and stuff, you guys feel a little bit better. You guys come downstairs. I guess meet up to have some breakfast before, because I think you guys said you wanted to go talk to. Well, who did you guys want to talk to? I don't know what you guys want to do.
Watchmaster Brahm.
Is that what you guys want to do? Okay, I didn't know if you guys wanted to go see Brahm or not.
We're gonna have to.
Yeah, we had to tell him about the freaking Underdark.
Yeah. Just before I would come downstairs, I'm going to take a few minutes in my room, and I'll take out some of the special paper I'd gotten from the mistress of the Raven Queen Temple, and I'm going to write a letter to Raza. I'm going to explain the whole situation that we had found there, and near the end of it, I'll say, you know, while I may not necessarily be still an active participant with the assembly, my loyalties still lie with them, so I figured they should be brought up to speed of this knowledge, and please pass on to the mistress of the Raven Queen's Temple. We should be heading back in a few days.
Yeah, you get a response back immediately, says, "You lie, slap yourself." No, I'm kidding, you don't get that. That doesn't happen.
Gonna say, I didn't get a response to the first one.
You don't get a response to this one either.
Okay.
All right. So you guys come down. You guys are well rested. You get some breakfast. Anything you guys want to do before you go see Brahm, or you guys heading straight there?
What exactly are we going to tell him?
Everything.
What? I know everything that we found, but we didn't really explore anything in the Underdark.
But there's a reason for that. It's the Underdark.
Gary.
And do we know anything else? Did you find anything else about the one that escaped? We only saw him run, but I don't know.
Right,
what else
well,
to...
considering it, he was a drow, chances are he went down into the Underdark.
That's racist, sir.
That's... No, I mean, like...
That is racist,
seriously,
sir.
Don't you read the books? That's where they came from.
Racist.
We know
they don't
the
mind
Durgar
going
is
there.
around still as well.
More importantly is the sort of thank you letter that we found there at the end. I think that if nothing else, we need to go and tell them that the Kryn dynasty seems to have been working with this Skarma fella.
I also kind of melted Stallmast.
Oh, that's good. It means he's not going to be working with them anymore.
Okay. I'll kind of continue to eat. Oh, and I'm going to draw my card for the day.
Okay, draw your card.
And it is... Yay! It's the Serenity card.
I love that show.
Take my life, take my
Take my
land,
hand.
take me to where I cannot. I
stand.
love that.
Wow.
That's one of my favorite shows
I
ever.
aim to misbehave.
Are we at the same hotel that we
No, you're at the same hotel.
I'm going to look over to whoever is serving us, or I will.
It's the one blonde girl. She's just serving them like she always does. You know, it's no different. You see the guy, the big giant of a man, barkeep, shop owner, inn owner. Just kind of talk to a few guys. Looks like there's it's a few people here just getting some breakfast, getting the day started, and he's talking, having a conversation with them. And you guys notice too that you see the old lady come walking by, and everybody make a perception check except Finn.
15.
Yeah, I can see that, Rudy.
Okay.
19.
21.
Togar, oh god, Togar.
Me and Allie, we basically got no. She got worse. Okay.
Okay. So Drum. No, you don't get to roll twice, sheriff cheater.
It got worse.
So apparently, Allie, you, Hadlin, Tagar, Sher, you guys are kind of just in conversation, not really paying attention to this, but you see as the old lady walks by, you could swear, Reed, you think you see this? You're not quite sure, but Critty, you and Drum both see this. You see her look at Balin, and you swear she winks at him. You know, Drum, that's what she did. Critty, you're pretty positive, but you're not 100%. Reed, you're 50-50, but Drum, you know for a fact she winked at him as she walked by.
I elbow Hadlin. Actually, no, I don't elbow him because I'll freaking elbow him in the face. I tap him on the shoulder and be like, "Oh, did you just see that?"
It's my bacon. Finish your own.
No.
It's my
The way she. I'm
So
talking
when
about the
I-
way she just looked at Balloon over here.
Are you whispering that, or are you saying that out loud?
I'm saying that out loud.
Oh.
No, I was paying attention to the food. Sorry.
So when
I was hungry for a while.
Okay, I'll just point this out of character. Since when has Drum actually not been very loud about everything he talks about?
I don't know. Sometimes you may want to do. That's why I asked.
I mean,
Sir
actually,
Drum
come
the
to think of
Subtle?
it, since when have you ever heard an orc be quiet?
A lot, actually.
Name one.
Ford.
He's a
Okay.
half orc.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, he's a half orc. So
Oh.
When they're
Because he's
dead.
half as quiet when he needs to be.
All right. So Hadlin's ignoring you. He's just thinking about bacon.
Yeah, I'm barely able to speak with stuff coming out of my mouth.
He uses his beard to wipe his mouth. He's not paying attention. But you guys all hear Drum say that.
Looks like our little balloon has become a man.
I've got a book you could read to get better at it.
There's no way I missed that, but
Now remember, you guys see an old woman. Not very attractive.
I'm proud of my
I know.
Love is love. Love is love.
I'm just saying that's what you guys see. I don't know how you guys want to play with that, but that's up to you guys.
Alan can love anybody he wants to. He's my friend, and I'll support him.
Well, I'm buying Balloon another drink.
You buy him another drink.
Yeah.
Is it early for that?
I'm going to whisper into Balin's ear and say, "You are good enough, and you are strong enough, and people love you," and thereby inspiring him.
Alan, just don't get too close to your future son-in-law there.
It just becomes so much worse with him wearing that sweater. I swear. Okay. I don't say anything.
Don't forget you're a spy.
I will. I have marked it.
All right. Anything else?
The reason I asked
Oh.
the surroundings, and then I said, "Can I ask whoever's serving us to come over?"
Yeah, the waitress come over, the blonde girl. She comes over. She's like, "How can I help you?"
Well, I actually wanted to, if possible, step away from the table
Okay.
to talk to her. Maybe go get her,
Well,
or
yeah,
maybe walk up to. Actually,
who you want to walk up to?
Allie wants to walk up to the bar area.
All right, so you go walk him to the the bar area, the kind of the main area where you see the shop guy keeps, the inn owner keeps everything. He looks over, he's like, "How can I help you today, fine miss?"
Do you happen to have any type of tea, a hearty tea, with alcohol?
You mean like a hot toddy?
That sounds good to me. I would like to also, and she slides over, takes out and slides over 10 silver to him.
He raises an eyebrow.
Thank you so much for obliging us by letting us stay in this hotel. I know
Ain't
that
nothing to do with me, young lady. That has to do
Oh,
with
I know, but I know our friend tends to drink quite a bit and consume most of the alcohol here. So I just wanted to let you know that we appreciate very much your hospitality. I was just wondering, and just would like to ask if you would know or have heard, or if you've ever had a patron of the Winston family.
Maybe.
Thank you.
He looks down at the money.
Pardon?
He looks down at the money.
Mm-hmm. Well, I appreciate you letting me know that. And
he goes like this. He wiggles, that finger, like, "Come here a little closer." He's like, "You don't come from the city too much, do you?"
Why, no, I do not.
All right, let me give you a lesson. When you see me look down at money, it means you need to bribe me more to get the information. See what I did there? Subtle gestures and stuff.
Actually, I understood what was occurring.
You sure didn't
just
ask
because
like
I am a
it.
ranger does not mean I am deaf. But I do appreciate you letting me know that you have heard.
Well, if you want the information, you gotta pay the piper, because that's some important information.
What type of money are we talking about? I'm not familiar with the city.
You really are from up north, aren't you? I can smell it on you. He just kind of looks at you like a father looks at a small daughter.
Can I stop for just a minute? Because I have a real problem. How much money do we have? Because I don't know. You
have to keep track of your money. Of like,
I know but someone's holding a lot of.
We haven't split up the party. We haven't split up anything from the dungeon yet.
Yeah. Whatever you have is what you have on you.
How much of this interaction can I
None
see here?
Because he brought her over closer. You can see them interacting.
Can I
see the awkwardness of it?
Isn't that like a standard alley conversation?
Yeah. That goes without saying.
Said in a loving way, I know.
Yes.
Can I make?
Let me put it this way: can we perceive?
Hold on. Two people talking at once does not work for me. So, Tagar, what are you saying? And then he was trying to say something else. Corinth.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Tagar, go. What did you want to say?
Can we perceive just the awkward look on the man's face as he's like having the conversation?
All right, Tagar, you make a perception check. Now, Hadlin, what were you saying?
I would like to make a sleight of hand check to steal what is remaining of her breakfast.
Go ahead.
Woohoo!
Yeah, you do.
All right. I'll make a roll out of you yet.
Kool-Aid Man. What the hell is going on?
Although you see that, Takar, because your perception's so good, you actually see Hadlin trying to be sneaky over there, sneaky Pete. No one else really paying him any mind, but you see him just scoop up all of her bacon and biscuit and put it over on his plate. thinking that he's being stealthful. But you also see that she's talking to the barkeep. It's hard to make out, but you can kind of see that they're having kind of some conversation, and Allie's doing her Allie thing.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and nudge Reed, but unlike Dromsel, I'm gonna accidentally elbow him in the head.
What the hell?
And then just kind of point him over into the direction of the ranger talking to the stranger.
I'll get up and I'll walk on over and I'll stand within earshot.
All right. Allie, go ahead and continue your conversation. Then let you want to say something. All right. What was the name you wanted again?
My apologies. Sometimes I am awkward.
It's all right. I'm going to help you because I feel bad. Keep your money. What was the name you wanted?
June Whiston.
June Whiston? Spell that.
Or anyone. If you heard any conversations about her.
First name is June.
Yes.
And last.
June Whiston.
I don't know if there's. I knew of a man by that name many, many years ago who I served with briefly in a mercenary company.
Oh, maybe that was her father? Do you know the kinship?
I don't know the relationship. It was only for a short time. But seemed like a good feller. Good in the fight.
I'm so happy to hear it. You don't even know how happy I am to hear it. And like you said, I owe you some money, and so I will take out.
Keep your money. Just all I know is he many years ago, back when I was much younger, used to run around with mercenary groups. He used to run around with me, and we did some stuff up here in the north. That was 25 years ago.
Thank you so very much.
The name sounded familiar.
By the way, is my hot toddy ready?
He smiles at you. Of course, I was doing it while you're ready. He hands you over a little tray with tea, with some glass. He's like, now that's some strong stuff. I put a little brandy in that. So just pour the tea in there. It's already brewed, and you'll be good to go. The tea, now that'll be 2 silver. That you got, or a silver and 2 copper. That you got to pay for.
Oh, gladly. And she pays him what is owed.
Okay.
She turns around and walks back to the table. And she walks back to the table and she pulls out
You see Reed right by. Yeah, just before you do it, as you're walking back, Allie, you see Reed looking at you.
He's just.
He was eavesdropping. You can. Dropping no eave, sir.
Reed.
Allie.
Hi. I tried to go up to the bar to get some information I thought I might need. But I will tell you, although I did not get all I need, I feel like, well, I was told by the bartender up there that he knows, or possibly the Whiston family has stayed here. And I found that rather interesting.
Well, they're not a family I'm familiar with.
Really? Well, I'm sad to hear that. But I will try to remember that. I will try.
Well, who are they?
Well, I'm not so sure I should talk about it with you here. Maybe later in private.
All right, fair enough. I'll see if I keep my ear down, see if I hear anything.
Oh, and by the way, where is Togar?
He was sitting at the table there.
Oh, good. I was so worried. I just wanted to make sure he, hadn't done anything yet to get us thrown out.
I was just trying to convince Hadlin to give me some more bacon.
It's not even 9 a.m. yet. He's barely awake.
We like bacon.
Well, when you get back to your seat, Allie, you notice that...
Well, I'm going to go back to my seat, and I'm going to take out the military book out of my pack.
Yeah, but...
And I'm going to make a note.
Okay.
Of the information that I was given.
Okay, put that in your book.
And I'm also going to write down the date. And then I'm also going to write down, that it was the bartender.
Mm-hmm.
And then I will sit down.
You notice
and I'll take a very strong. Basically, I will drink my whole.
You got plenty of it. And you drink some hottie toddy. And you notice that your eggs are a little naked without your biscuit or bacon there. Could have sworn you grabbed some biscuit and bacon. There's more on the table, but you put some on your plate.
Well, I'm not sure who quite did this, and I'm very, very sad about my bacon being gone. But I will tell you this.
Make a perception check, Allie.
I just picture Hadlin with like pieces of bacon sticking out of his beard.
I was going. Dwarven Jesus is hiding the bacon under his beard.
That is exactly what you see.
Can I make a Constitution check to see how quick I can chew it?
No, you may not, thief.
That'd be more of a dexterity check.
Yeah.
You should make a stealth check to try and hide the bacon in his beard.
No. You notice that Hadlin has a buttload more bacon than he did when he left. And is munching down on bacon and has an extra biscuit or two.
Madeline, I'm not quite sure why you stole my bacon.
You left and looked like you were busy and I didn't want it to get cold.
Well, I'm glad you did. I feel like it's a good thing for you to have strength throughout your day. And I don't rely too much on meat. So you're welcome to it. Although I will say you owe me a favor.
I'm not sure this bacon was worth it, considering there was some like 5 inches away. But
it's just because he's a dwarf. He couldn't reach the bacon on the table, so he took the bacon off your plate. It's just because he's short.
Wow. He took the bacon.
I feel like I'm being taken advantage of here, but I'll go. Yeah, fine, whatever. And I go back to eating real fast.
And he starts eating the bacon.
Did Reed walk back over to the table?
Yeah, he's there. He went back to his seat.
Just real quickly, I'm going to look over at Reed and say, I'm sorry you have not heard about the Wisdom family, but if you ever feel like you might want to know more about them, I think it may be a very wise thing for you. And that's all. And then I'll just...
Is she saying this in like earshot of all of us now to read?
Yeah,
I'm
talking to everyone.
Okay.
I'll be just reaching down next to me, and I'll actually pull up a small stick that I got and gathered with a hook on the end. And I'll use it to reach the plate of bacon and drag it to me. And I'll help myself to some bacon, and I'll use the stick to push the bacon back to the middle.
Okay.
Sort of smiling wave at Hadlin. Yeah, I've never heard of those people.
Rude.
And although I thought I would be off, I'll turn to Reed and I will say, Reed, can I have some bacon?
Absolutely. Again, I'll reach the plate, drag it back across, so I'll use it to shift it over to Allie. I'll look at Hadley. Sticks are free, but they make great tools for things like this.
If I understand the ways of the bacon correctly, Allie now owes you a favor, Reed.
Good point.
I'm a generous bacon monger, so first one's on the house.
Philanthropist and all. Thank you, Reed. And Allie will grab 6 things of bacon.
Oh,
she will eat 2 and put 4 in her pack.
It's kind of the greasy, not all the way cooked. It's not crisp bacon. It's more of the European style
That's
bacon.
okay. Allie didn't know.
It's the better bacon for sandwiches.
Dude, I was totally thinking of Hadlin as like, do you guys remember Trading Places?
Mm-hmm.
When he's like dressed up as Santa Claus eating like the ham out of the beard.
The bacon here is very, very heavily.
He's mastered the art of eating stuff out of his beard without using his hands.
Dude, it was a dwarven Dan Aykroyd. It was an amazing vision in my head.
It's the bulldog. It's the bulldog effect. It's just like it's going and licking all the jowls. All right.
Now I'm just picturing him with like Kiss makeup on while he does that.
My God, all the things we can do with Hadlin and bacon now.
Yeah, especially since I really let into how, hungry I was last session, and now it's all about the bacon so far.
Mhm.
So you could clearly know that you could lead into it.
Yes.
Said bacon, yeah.
Got an episode title coming right there.
Yeah, bacon and something else. I don't know what else is going to be, but yeah.
Lean into
It's
the
all
bacon.
about the bacon, baby.
No. Okay. You guys, anything else you guys want to do before you go see Braun?
Yeah, I'll reach down into my bag and I'll pull out the short sword that I had found in the cave. Togar, you mind taking a look at this, seeing what you can tell me about it.
It takes you 10 minutes, I think, for that spell to take full effect.
Only if you cast it as a ritual. I think you can action cast it or something and use a spell slot.
Yeah, might as well while we're still eating. Though.
Identify still takes a while. Oh no, it's an hour, but you can get down to 10 minutes.
Yeah, you can do it either or.
Yeah.
Yeah, you choose one object you must touch.
All right, so you identified as it's a +1 short sword.
A +1 short sword?
Yeah.
Very nice.
I gotta look that up. Hold on. Or you want to give me a quick rundown?
It adds +1 to your dice roll, to your attack and to your damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a nice little weapon.
I haven't told you what it is yet.
I'm just saying that's.
Yeah, that's true. He hasn't.
I was telling Togar that's what it is.
Still nice.
I know what it is.
Are you going to relay that information?
And I'm going to tell Bree, be like, "Oh, you lucky son of a gun! This is a +1 short sword. Beautiful for short people."
Yeah,
that's
a nice little
not
weapon.
how short. No, that's not what a short sword is.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, before we head there, what else did we find in that cave?
Well, just going through things that I got. I found 5 platinum, 283 gold, 85 silver, 70 copper. We got these 5 sets of fine clothing. I found a sending stone. Didn't we already have one?
I think we did. We found one in the prison.
We still got it?
I think you might have kept it.
I didn't think I did. Didn't see it.
I definitely didn't have it.
You found it under the bed, man. You're the one who inspired me to look under the other mattress.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I thought I handed it off to somebody.
We might have given it to the warden. That's the other person we might have given it to. I'm trying to double check. I made a note of where we left that. Definitely came across it. I don't have it in mine. Does anybody else have it in their inventory? I think we might have given it to the warden.
I didn't even know you guys back then.
That is true.
It was
and you come on one adventure, 3 people almost die, and then we get money.
I've only known you guys for a few days, and it feels like forever.
It sure does.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it sure does.
Trying to see where I might have put it if we did.
Ooh, I can become friends and buy followers.
Yeah, how would you say your first adventure went, Grady?
I really liked it. That was really scary, but really fun. And I didn't get hit at all. And I thought I would. And I was really scared about that. But then I just hid. I didn't get hurt. It worked really well.
That's good way of doing it. Yep. Don't get hit. It's always a good way to go about it.
That's
Definitely don't heal your friends if you're invisible. That's what I always say.
You're just being a jackass.
It wasn't in character.
Well, that was.
All right, I don't have it in my my sheet.
Yeah.
So
I think we gave it to the warden of the prison, I think, before we left. Since we
All right.
whoever the person, remember that lady that was there beforehand? She took a lot of the stuff.
the other bounty hunter.
Yeah. Whoever that
Well,
was, yeah.
We set her free, so I think she might owe us a favor.
Yeah.
Couldn't find her.
Well, we'll ask the warden first. But, so I think we should probably go and see Brom. I mean, if nothing else, maybe we gave him the other sending stone. That would be a nice little trinket to keep.
That is definitely something.
Figure once we collect our reward, we'll split it up. Put a little allowance in there for Critty, maybe.
Mm-hmm. She was definitely helpful.
Yeah. Find moral support as we're there.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Okay. Was there anything else? I was not.
That's all I really had picked up.
Okay. All right.
Togar, did you find anything?
I found a couple rocks, stones, things of that nature.
Togar,
Yes.
can you show us what you found?
All right. So I basically, I look like freaking Mouth from the Goonies as I like spit up like all the gemstones.
You put them in, where did you put them in your mouth?
Okay, Mouth.
That is definitely an interesting place to store them.
2 weeks in a row with a Goonies reference.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just go with it again. You're just being a jackass now. Now we have to clean them. We've got to polish them all over again. I mean, it might even destroy the value of it. I mean, what'd you put it in your mouth? I don't want to know.
Some of them look a little bit damaged. Was that in your mouth?
I was gentle, no teeth.
Or are you trying to replace teeth?
You didn't use your breath weapon on them, did you? Accidentally sneeze.
They're in perfect condition.
What
Okay.
was everyone looking for?
Just nothing in
guess-
particular. Wondering
What
what
was
everyone
get?
found.
Trade looking for or asking if
Lots
anyone
of
had?
money.
Last time I got a diamond.
Woman.
I got an opal. I got a pearl, and I got a ruby. Like all in the one little mattress hunting mission.
I'll reach
Okay.
over and pick one of them up, and I'll start cleaning it off on Togar's sleeve. I'll take a look at it. They're not bad.
Says the man with all the coin.
Once we get the reward for the bounty, we can definitely split all of this up.
I'll throw it in a pot, and we'll split it even.
No, I'm good with that.
Does no one need to stop on the way and gather anything? We have
I would
a lot.
rather-
Seems like we have much currency. But
We will have more after we get the bounty. Then we can buy more things.
no one needs anything. I just wanted to make sure everything was taken care of because I'm sure there's a general store around or something of that nature.
I would like something. I think after our last encounter, I would like some more armor. But yes, I would like to first go collect our reward from Brom.
Sounds good to
Okay.
me.
Plus, we'd probably have to go to a store again. If we decided to go on another adventure, we might need something special. So we might want to go to the store after we talk to Brom and see what we're going to do.
The stores here also don't have a lot, unfortunately.
You
A lot
probably
of
have to go to
what
a
we got
buffet.
was actually from Zadash. I don't know how much we'll
I'm
be
not
able to
used
find here.
to all of these things, and so I just know I always like to be prepared. Just wanted to make sure.
I agree with you.
I'm
I mean,
just saying. Go.
Go ahead.
Brom looked like a pretty well-armored man. We could probably get a great recommendation on where to shop from him.
We might, but we're in the middle of a war. That is the problem with all the stores here. We'll likely not find too much in that way here. Zadash seems a little bit better than the military town of Upperduke.
Besides that, I mean, I don't think there's really that much more that we'll have to do here. Once we reveal the location of that Underdark tunnel, that really becomes more of a obsession for the military rather than us. So we should actually be able to head back to Drom's mum and collect our reward there.
I seriously doubt that though, because when you think about it, that passage to the Underdark kind of is part of our quest. She wanted us to deal with what's happening here.
And handed it off to the military so they could blow the whole damn tunnel the hell up. That's dealing with it.
I would tend to agree. I don't think we are capable of handling directly what is down there, so we did the smartest thing.
Oh, I agree. But we need to stay here and make sure it gets done.
We can wait until the military actually does something with it.
Are you willing
leaving.
to...
Or at least makes a decision.
Because I don't want to go back and, tell her that we left it in their hands, only to get chewed out in return.
We are also the most familiar with the caves, so we could also lead the military to the spot before leaving, if that works for Dromzel.
Do we have any way of contacting her from here, if we need to?
No.
I already sent word, possibly. We'll see if it happens or not, but I just, brief update that, we're here, we should be finished up in a few, I think.
Allie interrupts everyone and says, "Oh, my goodness, I'm not feeling well. I was hopeful that I could drive our cart if we needed to take the horse, but I've had a little bit too much to drink."
Well, we still have time before we'll need the cart.
Bacon.
Yeah.
Well, you took her bacon. She ate the wrong bacon because of you, Hadlin.
But she
drank a hot toddy on an empty stomach.
Mm-hmm. But if
now,
nothing
wait
else...
a second. Didn't you only have one?
Well, yes.
Drom, not everyone is alcoholic.
I'm not used to the spirits.
I'm
you might
alcoholic.
say. I just
Yes,
feel
you are alcoholic.
Sure.
I believe Hadlin is like 70% alcohol. I think that's correct.
And tell us how that affects your life, Hadley.
Bacon tastes good.
I just wanted to let everyone know I don't think it would be a good idea for me to drive the cart if needed.
Well, don't worry, Allie. We still have time before we need the cart. Around Upperduke, it's much better to walk anyway, so we can leave the cart here. If anything, we'll need the cart later in the afternoon, so hopefully you can walk off whatever is ailing you.
And then Allie passes out.
No.
Can I smell Alanut's tea?
For real? Or is it like a fake pass out?
She's faking, so you can try to see. Allie, make a deception check.
Okay, can I keep my
every single
insight
one
roll
of
for
us
that?
is doing an insight.
Yeah, no. Who only two can make an insight.
I already rolled an insight for when she said, she's not feeling good with only one drink.
Somebody rolled well.
Wow.
All right, Allie,
I mean, Dromzel rolled better.
Yeah.
All right, so next time. So.
Well, that's why I said I'm like, did she only have one? I rolled insight.
So, Drom, it's up to you if you want to say anything. She's not really what you can gather.
Yeah, he raises an eyebrow at her.
She kind of looks like Dromzel
And said,
after the spirits.
Didn't you only have one?
Poor Allie.
We should maybe get her up to her room.
I'm gonna reach over next to Allie and just start petting her. Allie, are you okay?
She is drunk. She is fine.
Whoa, where are you when my belly hurts?
Make sure you hold her hair if needed.
Ellie's passed out cold.
Well, you're pretending to be passed out cold. John knows you're full of poop, but nobody else is, so they're all like freaking out about you.
Well, who wants to help me carry her upstairs?
I need my strength training for the day. I guess that'll help.
This might be a good way for you to cash in your favor.
All right.
Good way of speaking up there.
All right. Balin. So, Balin, make a strength athletics check.
Can I do it with advantage since I'm getting help from Ashira?
Ashira's not going to help you. This is your strength training. No help from Ashira.
You still have a bardic inspiration?
I have your inspiration. I know. Okay.
How do you have bardic inspiration?
He inspired me in the morning, remember?
With the old woman.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, with the old woman gave me that.
He was special.
Yeah. So, okay. Let's see. Here we go. 8. Okay. Yeah. Oh, so your inspiration is a D6?
1d6.
Ranger, I'm going to use my new ability for the magical guidance, and I'm going to spend a sorcery point to reroll my skill check.
Oh, can I get an Arcana check to see that?
Yes, see if you recognize.
Is there really anything that you see when that happens?
I don't know.
It's just understanding the nature of what it is you're doing. So.
Oh.
Do I roll anything against, or he just knows? Or
yeah, because it is. I don't know if it's ever said that like that.
I mean, if you're trying to hide it, it would be a sleight of hand, Balin.
Well, it's not like an ability; it's just inherent. The magical guidance.
I know, but it's just he's just
I don't
trying
know how it visually.
He's trying to understand what you're doing, right? So.
And I do have some magic training, but it's not sorcerer, so I understand it's kind of.
You kind of see
really
that he's using
area.
you don't really understand Helen, but it looks like it's something.
Okay, so I won't say anything. I'll just keep an eye out.
Well, no, you kind of get a general idea, but you're not sure the specifics. Like it seems, like he's using.
I'm trying to use more than just strength in order to help myself.
Right.
Okay. All right. I'll write that down in Hadlin's memory bank then.
Okay. There we go. 18, and then I'll roll the inspiration anyway, so I'll add the D6, right?
Mm-hmm.
Togar?
Yeah, 1d6.
4, so 22. To lift up Allie.
You do.
Okay, and I will take Allie up to her room.
Can I notice anything about the way Allie behaves as he hoists her up onto his shoulder?
I mean,
she'll have to fake it while on my shoulders and stuff.
You'd have to try to beat her deception check. So if you want to try to do an insight to beat her.
That was close.
Okay, so I will take her to her room. I'll kind of put her in the bed. I guess I'll put her in the bed.
This is going on. I'm gonna look over at Reed and raise an eyebrow and go, "That's all I'm gonna do."
I'll sort of nod back,
as I see Balloon walk up the stairs with her. I look over at Hadlin and say, "We're gonna need to find something heavier for him to carry."
Yep.
Mm-hmm. He's doing a lot of heavy lifting. That's the second woman he's taken to her bed in the last couple of days.
I'm following
what?
them, and I'm gonna tuck in.
Did I
my
eat too much
best
bacon?
friend. I hope she feels better.
I didn't know it was possible.
I'm gonna tuck her in real good.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll put her in the bed. I'll let Pretty tuck her in. And
we're gonna let you rest, and I hope you feel better. I know you can't hear me, but I hope you feel better.
Okay.
All right. You get Allie tucked squared away.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Well,
Who leaves the room first?
What's that?
Who leaves?
I would like Critty leave first, and then I follow behind her.
Yeah.
And as Balin's leaving the room, I'll say, "Balin," in a very weak voice.
Yes, Allie?
I am not
What is
feeling well. Thank you. Thank you so much for bringing me to the bed. And then I will reach up and just give him the biggest, hottest kiss. Grab his neck, give him the biggest, hottest kiss, pass back out again.
Okay.
I'm drunk enough.
Wow. Okay. Balin the lady slayer here. Jesus.
Yep.
Secret agent man.
I never thought being from another land would be this exotic to people.
The accent tries to limit.
It's the accent.
Apparently, I love this background that I picked for this character. Okay.
You know who got a lot of tail? The Swedish Chef. Every episode, man.
Yes, I just leave the room. More.
What do you think Bork really meant?
Oh God. Okay.
Normally the phrase is bumping uglies, but I think it's borking uglies now.
Yeah. All right. Well, I will just kind of stand there for like a few seconds, just kind of shocked, and then make sure Allie is tucked in again.
Yeah,
and
she's
then,
tucked in. Yeah.
And then leave and close the door.
Oh yeah, you do that.
I'm just gonna do this now because I'm gonna roll a deception check to just pretend like nothing happened just now.
All right, Gritty, roll a insight.
Oh God!
Oh my God! It meant nothing to him.
The
that was
suavest SOB
that was a
utter.
good insight.
Gritty, as far as you know, Balin just came out and just tucked her in, made sure she was okay.
That was awfully nice of you to carry Allie.
It was nice of you to tuck her in too.
No thanks at all. Like, you're just a really good friend.
You are too. Spending your time tucking her in when you just met her a few days ago.
Oh
My
boy.
best friend now.
If you don't mind, why is she your best friend? What happened to what's her name? Riza, your druid friend?
I can have more than one best friend.
I guess
She's
that's
my
true.
best adventuring friend.
Okay.
But I really like you too. You're a good friend too. It's okay.
You are a good friend too. I think you're a good friend too. I just can't say I know you all that well outside, so it is.
I can tell you more about myself.
I think we can definitely have this conversation on the way to Watchmaster Brahm.
All right, so you guys are on your way to go to speak to Watchmaster Brahm and Critty. Go ahead and share your tale with Balin.
Well, before we do, as soon as we leave, can I do a, I don't know, perception, investigation, whatever, in order to find another rock to put in my backpack, because I ditched it at the waterfall because I didn't need to be weighted down. So now I need the weight again.
Yeah, you can, but you're in a city, so good luck.
Okay, I'll look to see if there's anything kind of equivalent that I can get of maybe like.
You
15
think you should
pounds.
probably have to go to the quarry to maybe find a rock like that, or wait till you guys get back on the road again.
All right.
Wait,
fine.
you're past the
Oh.
rock stage, I think, aren't you? Are you still on the rock stage?
No, I was at the lifting rocks. Now I have to wear the rock and walk around.
That's
with it.
right, you do. So, mhm.
Does Allie count towards that?
She could, yeah.
Okay. So
I think it's going to end up changing into carrying the dwarf.
That's too much weight.
We could put armor on
I
it.
failed to see the problem here.
All right.
No
Okay.
one's carrying the dwarf.
Nobody tosses the dwarf.
Okay. So
The
I will
halfling is
talk
not
to
being
Critty.
used as a carrion thing either.
All right, so you guys are on your way to Brahm. All right, so Critty, what do you want to tell?
I can picture Hadlin riding on the back of Balloon all, yeah, mule, yeah, yeah.
Okay, go ahead, Critty.
6th birthday, my mom made a chocolate cake, and I had 2 friends come to my party, and I got a doll and I got a book. And this book was about dragons, and I learned all about dragons, and it was really interesting. And then the next day, I went to the store with my mom, and we got some
Oh,
herbs.
sweet Morden, come on. Important stuff.
That is what I find important.
Oh, damn.
I'm
From-
actually legitimately interested, so I am having fun listening to all of this.
Are you legit interested, or are you pretending to be?
No, I am legitimately interested.
Okay, continue on, Critty.
Pumpernickel. So
I
that
don't. We can say she's telling me her life story.
No, I actually want to hear Critty tell the life story.
I got a new book, and this book was in a different language. So this is when I started learning how to read Gnome. And it was important to learn Gnome because there's a lot of gnomes that live here. And it's just respectful to people, you know? You don't want to make everybody speak your language. It would just be like silly. So I started learning Gnome, and that's a really interesting language. And so I got a book and I was reading it, and I didn't have to take lessons because there are so many people around. So I would just go out into the streets and I would talk to my neighbors, and it was really, really interesting. And I really liked Gnomish. So then I decided that if I learned Gnome, I should probably learn Dwarven. So that's what I got for my 9th birthday. I got a book about Dwarven languages. And so then I started speaking Dwarven, and that was really interesting. And I really like talking to people. And so knowing more languages really helps with that. And I really like it. And I like talking to people, and I like reading books. And so then I would go to the library.
Okay.
And I would...
Real quick, Critty, what are the rest of you guys doing as you see Balin and Critty having this conversation?
I'm praying to Moradin for a swift death.
Roll out D100.
Like I'm looking at Reed. No,
not really.
Roll a D100.
Square up to him. Like I'll punch you if you punch me, kind of thing.
Oh my god.
A 6.
Oh my god, does Moradin show up?
Did you really roll a 6? You did.
I did.
Oh my god! What an opposite roll!
Combined, you equal 100.
Wow,
Impressive.
we're like the Voltron of dice.
It's like complete opposites.
I just took his head off.
If you add them together, you get 100.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Perfect.
That's crazy.
Oh god. We're suddenly gonna have Muradin give us a TPK. We managed to avoid it last session. Frickin' Muradin.
Morden
I
is
hear
directly
Critty's
answering.
story.
All right.
TPK.
Hadalin, you hear nothing. Reed, you actually hear a divine voice in your head like, oh, you really want me to do that, do you?
No. I have a lot more to do, yes, but...
You just hear laughter and divine laughter.
Could you
in
knock
your head.
maybe 5 or 6 blocks off of this wall?
I mean, if you want, I could, you just get this presence like you feel fire and brimstone could be cast upon you at any moment if so desired.
It's tempting, I'll tell you, sir, but not yet.
He just giggles, and then you hear a snap, and then Critty, all of a sudden you feel like you're tired. You don't want to talk anymore. You feel like you got everything off your chest.
It just feels good to be able to say that.
Yep, you're done talking.
I was glad to hear your story. Thank you, Critty.
Kiss my axe.
Only in one of our games do we end up having a divine intervention in the middle of somebody talking about something rather than
And
like,
he
oh my
caused-
god, we're all gonna die because the dragon's
literally,
gonna
like,
kill
the
us.
first time we've ever seen a divine intervention actually work.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. It is.
By somebody who doesn't even have it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
Oh, that was awesome.
Okay, I'm assuming we're kind of all close together. When
Yeah,
we're
you're all
walking,
close
right?
together.
Although people might have spaced away from Critty a little bit. But
Yeah, they kind of
We're
did.
trying to be out of earshot.
That whole conversation has gotten Drum a little bit closer to becoming an alcoholic.
Like he's already not freaking passing out to noon with Dwarven Spirit. Okay, I'm gonna kind of move up to Reed.
All right.
And Reed.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
With everything that has happened, do you get the suspicion that Allie really doesn't want to be with us?
She's kind of an odd bird. I don't really know how to read her.
I don't think she knows where she wants to be.
I don't think that's wrong. She ran out of the cave.
Oh.
She somehow passed out from tea.
Oh, she's not passed out.
It wasn't just regular tea.
Drom says that out loud.
I mean, it was a hot toddy.
So it doesn't take a rocket scientist to see. It was only one drink.
You guys kind of believe him because
you know that you don't know what alcohol can do to else.
There are some people that are lightweights.
Oh, and they are.
I've seen elven kids that can drink more than that.
Well, yeah, me too.
I've never been much of a drinker myself.
Oh my Christ.
If she wanted to stay in for a morning, we just had an epic battle. Maybe she does not feel so good. I do not know why we are focusing so much on it.
Well, Dromzo's saying she's faking it. She kind of
just let her
ran
do
off
her
on her
thing.
own multiple times when we were in a dangerous cave.
That is a good question, and maybe we should all sit down and have a conversation about that.
Ranger's got a range.
I do feel like she just wants to be out
What
with
does
the
that
trees in the
even
wild.
mean?
It means you should have shared your bacon with me, you jealous.
You could have reached 5 inches forward too. You. I don't know what to even say. I'm so confused.
Tuggar, you have great long arms. You can reach the bacon easily.
You could have
I've
even
got
made it
the
crispy
biggest
from
belly. I need the most.
Hell, when I first met him, I paid him in bacon.
I'm going to show up behind the group because I've already.
No, you don't, Al. You just can't sneak up like that. I haven't gone back to you. Hold on, Al.
I'm not sneaking. I'm behind them quite a bit.
Hold on. We'll come to you in a second. I'm letting them finish their conversation. Don't worry, Al. We'll get back to you here real quick, okay? We're having the great bacon debate here, Alex. You gotta be quiet and let this play out. Oh, I'm gonna die. Okay, continue the conversation.
The true issue of our day is crispy or not crispy.
Oh my God.
That's what you're using it for.
Definitely crispy.
I am a fan of crispy.
Not always on a sandwich, though.
Oh yeah, get some soft bread with some crispy bacon, man.
You get that crunch with that
That's
soft
a real
start.
delicacy.
But you want the crunch that had lettuce. You want the
You can have the crunch with the bacon too.
Bread.
Oh, the road brought us back to.
You could crisp
God
the bacon
damn it,
and then
now
put
I
some
want
of
a
the grease on the
sandwich.
bread. Maybe we should go back and get another sandwich before we go to Brom.
Let's go back and get another sandwich, and then we'll go
We
to
are
Brom.
almost at Brom.
Yeah,
we're totally doing
thinking
the
a
shawarma
sandwich is
scene
far more
from
important
Avengers right now.
Maybe Critty can tell us another story on the way back.
No, I
Oh
say we
dear
to-
Lord, no.
No, I don't even know.
Oh, but I'm so tired of
bacon.
talking.
Critty, if you want, I'll tell you the story of how I learned dwarfish.
Ooh, I would love to know.
Yeah, it was
Please
wonderful.
tell me
I
all
spent
about it.
3 years undercover working in a dwarven brothel. That's really the whole story.
There's a chapter on that in my book.
High proper
Reed,
dwarf.
that was a great story, Reed.
Reed, what?
There was so many,
I
so
feel
many
like that is
different.
great.
I scooched
Undercover in a brothel.
further away from Reed.
Okay, we have the title,
No.
Bacon and Brothels. It's
I wasn't
it's
always a
just-
I
rabbit
think-
farmer.
Reed, you gotta give me just a little more detail.
Well, I wasn't always a rabbit farmer.
Slower.
I
No, don't do it. Don't
That
do
makes
it.
it- So,
Don't do it.
are you sure that rabbit farmer isn't code for something?
Oh no, you farm rabbits.
If
And
that's
then what do
you
you do with
call
them?
it, yeah.
Well, yeah, it's a farm where you raise rabbits. Then when the rabbits get to size, you sell the meat and you sell the hides.
How old were you when you started farming rabbits?
well, from the age of
Feel like a pig moment.
Boy.
age of 12 to about the age of 60, I took a bit of a break.
That is a long break.
That wasn't planned, but yeah.
Is that when you went into your work?
Yeah, I was no longer able to carry on with the family business, so
But did you lose that eye farming rabbits?
no. As a result of farming rabbits, but not while farming rabbits actively.
I thought you were going to go Scarface with me, be like, how do you lose an eye farming rabbits?
Claws! Fight! Like, I remember, we had this ship by the water that was down, and I mean those things would fight all over the place there. It was bad.
I'm surprised it didn't do the Vorpal Bunny from Monty Python there. Yeah. Death awaits you all with nasty big pointy teeth.
I was going for the more horrifying children's reference.
Are you guys going back to get sandwiches with bacon? Are you
no. We'll find a sandwich shop on the way.
All right. Well, who wants to make a perception check to find a sandwich shop on the way to Brom?
Whoever it is gets guidance.
I think Drom's the one that wanted the sandwich more so than anyone else.
All right, Drom,
I'm doing it.
Do a perception check with disadvantage.
Okay, a perception check with disadvantage. Let's see.
Togar, you should inspire him so he can find our sandwich place.
No.
We're just going to find a shitty sandwich place. That's what's going to happen.
The shawarma stand.
I'm casting.
It's a day-old shawarma stand.
All right.
I'm not going to cast the spell, so okay.
It's like gas station sushi.
Oh my god. That's a lucky rolls in that one.
Oh god.
Okay,
you guys found an Exxon.
Not bad. Damn.
Nice.
We got a real 7-Eleven.
So 25.
All right. You find a little stand along the way. And as you do, you see Allie sitting there thinking about getting a delicious sandwich. See what I did there, Allie?
Are you feeling better?
I'm feeling so much better. I actually didn't have to sleep very long.
You had to poop. That's what it was. That's all.
And then
Rangers don't poop.
Did you have your BM today?
I had a few things that I needed to do at our
Why
lodge.
didn't you just tell us? Why did you have to lie?
Oh,
I was not lying. I did not feel well.
yeah, you were lying.
It's been 10 minutes.
There is a lot more going on here, Allie. This is.
I needed to talk to the man I talked to last night about Gene Whiston. And the reason, although you may not understand, is for the benefit of all. And so I was trying to
What
catch
did he
up
say?
quickly.
What was the response of said conversation?
I just tried to get more details, and he gave me a few. I didn't feel comfortable sharing those right now.
Can we
And
get
that
an
would be okay for
insight on-
everyone. as
Yes,
well.
you can make an insight on that.
Thank you.
Can a lot of us make an insight on
Only the person that called it.
Okay.
You know my rule. Helen, that is the most legit story you've ever heard.
I would use a character point if I had one.
What? Why wouldn't you just tell us that you needed to do that?
Reed, I'll let you do it because of your background. But she's being truthful.
Oh, Christ.
Okay, Morden, we need to have an 8 on that.
It's so perfect that it's exactly the same. It's just so perfect.
Could I do it just out principle?
No.
See, here's the really sad thing.
Go
He's
damn it.
actually good at that skill, though.
Yeah, I know. Both of us should
actually-
have the most figuring out of what's going
I'm so
on.
happy. Reed, you used to see Allie as you're saying this bullshit story. You see Adeline and Reed on the walking like, yep. She's telling the truth. Yep, that's legit.
Strom, why would you just stand there and say that?
They're eating out of your hand.
I'm just eating my sandwich.
We haven't got to the sandwich yet. You're just
Damn
coming
it.
to the shop.
And Drum is standing there with a look on his face like, oh my god.
Why would
Not at
just
Allie, but
tell
at
us?
these two over here.
Yeah, these two. Yep.
They're adamant that they believe her. Yep, they are her staunchest supporters right now. That
I will have to say and ask everyone's forgiveness that I was a little dishonest, although I did feel very not well after having the
You don't have to now cover up for Drom just because you feel bad for him, Allie. It's okay. all right? I think it's better for everybody. Just
I mean, you elves recover from everything so quick. I mean, Drum, you should really ask her what she takes for hangovers.
Yep, that might be a good thing. Maybe you should, look for some support, maybe some guidance.
Anyways, when I awoke and I just or I decided to get up out of the bed, I just needed to ask a few questions.
He stares at you. He's like,
Mhm.
"Oh, seriously?"
Make charisma saving throws. He's trying to intimidate you guys.
Not
All of us, or
No, just Hadlin and Reed. And I think you got
It's Hadlin and Reed.
yeah. And you guys have advantage on this because you really believe Allie's story.
I think I might have advantage on it anyway.
You do have an advantage on it anyway, but so does Hadlin because he's bought the bullshit.
So it's charisma save.
Charisma
So
save.
good.
Hadlin with the -1
Yeah.
modifier. Holy crap.
All right, you guys are rethinking your life. It's Drom. Maybe you shouldn't poke the bear too much here. You're thinking. So even though you still
Remember,
believe,
I have about 4 feet on both of you.
well, that's not.
You got
that.
4 feet on us if I stand on his shoulders.
So even though you staunchly
Nah, it's
believe Ollie's story, you're like, okay, we've poked the bear enough. We're not gonna.
And that's what the whole intimidation was for.
Yeah. All right, so you guys are at the sandwich shop. Allie's explained herself. Do you guys want to purchase sandwiches?
Yes.
You see,
I order 5 of them. Actually, wait.
there's
One,
I would say a middle school age girl sitting there with looks like a man who's kind of, it's like a little stall, like she's selling the sandwiches up front. There's other stuff there, right? And then there's the guy in the back that looks like he's cooking and stuff. He's got a fire pit and he's cooking stuff. And she's like, "Good day, sir. How can I help you?"
I'd like 8. And then I turn around and say, "Hey, do you guys want any?"
What does the girl look like when she notices Ballad?
She doesn't blink.
Huh. He lost his touch.
And I will say, lunch is on me. Everyone order what they want.
Oh, that's very nice of you, miss. All right, so I've got an order of 8. And how many more would you like?
1 for me.
I'll take 3.
All right, I've got 12 so far. Who else would like a sandwich?
I suppose I will also have one.
13. Okay. Anybody else?
Wait. Okay, hold on. I'm just trying to make sure. There was already 1 included for all of us, right? Are we now adding like a second one? Like, how is this 8
Drom
to 13?
just said he wanted
Drom ordered 8.
for himself.
Drom ordered 8 direct. Okay.
For himself.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
I've eaten here before. It's really good. You should get a sandwich.
Is it worth it to get 8?
There's the
If you wanna
Drom,
eat 8,
apparently.
Hey, I really want a sandwich.
they're good sandwiches.
You want more than a sandwich, Drom?
Mm-hmm.
I will have one as well.
All right. 14. Anybody else not partaking in the sandwiches? Let me know now, or who wants
I'm
it.
not having a sandwich, but I will.
You are paying for it. Okay, that's fine.
Oh yes, and then I will look and say, actually, Drum, just order 9.
I'm
Okay.
confused. How many of them sandwiches do you want?
I'm confused too.
Just make it 20. It seems to be the good number.
All right, 20 it is. And then all of a sudden you turn around, Pops, do it quick! And he's like, all right. And starts, and then, because they only had like enough, and then all of a sudden you've got 20 sandwiches just right there, and she's wrapping them and giving, just in paper, the basic paper, and just gives it
Dude.
to you.
We are totally doing the Avengers shawarma scene.
And she looks over at you, Allie. She says, "That'll be 3, 7, 8 copper, please, miss."
Gladly, and I will take it out of my pack and hand it to her.
She kind of curtsies. "Thank you for your patronage. Have a great day."
You as well.
All right, an hour and 20 minutes into the stream, we still haven't got the Braum. This is amazing.
Sandwiches.
All right, you guys, if y'all have one,
We've had like 800 appearances of bacon, though. I think it's
New
worth
record
it.
of bacon.
yeah, bacon.
Bacon or Braum?
Bacon is eventually going to have to fit into the party name, I think.
Yeah,
We should
fine.
save one for Braum.
Well, and
Bacon and
we've
peanut
had
butter.
Morden appear twice, pretty much, in the form of one and 2 8s.
I can see the title of this episode now, of Gods and Bacon.
All right, so you guys finally make it to Brahms. He's got a little keep there. You can see that there's guards. You guys come walking in, and you guys have your badges on. I'm assuming I'm not going to just they see your badges. They just let you walk in without any question. You walk into this kind of manor house. It's got a kind of brick wall around it and stuff. It looks like kind of like an assembling building. You can see that there's some other side passages and stuff, but you can see where you ask for directions, you get to Brahms' office. He's in the back of this 3-story building. He's on the second floor. So you guys go to the second floor, you go to this back area, and you guys see that there's a guard outside his door, and he's like, state your purpose.
We're here to see Brom.
Right. He just stands there. Oh, you mean now?
Yeah.
Oh, right. He goes walking in, and you hear a little bit of like noise and stuff, and then he comes back out. He's like, right.
So we can go in then.
What? Oh,
Can we see Brom?
No, you don't see Brom.
No. I'm asking him. Can we go see Brom?
Oh, yeah. He opens the door for you. And you guys walk in, and you can see it's a nice room. It's got a couch. It's got a desk. It's got books on the line. It's got a nice carpet. It's got a nice little fireplace. You know, it is starting to come into the middle part of fall. So it's a little bit of chill in the early morning. And you see there's a small little fire. You can see there's behind this desk, you see the gnome Brom sitting there. Looks like he's eating. It looks like it's left over from morning breakfast. He looks like he's sipping on tea or coffee. You can't be for sure. And he walks in. He's like, "Oh, well, you've returned. Fantastic."
We have a bacon sandwich for you, and I'll hand him over the one that I was saving for him.
Thank you. Looks weirdly at you. Glad to see you're safe. He just kind of puts the sandwich down to the side.
Can I ask what type of noise we heard?
What do you mean?
You said we heard noise occurring.
It was just him like shuffling papers and stuff.
Yeah.
I see. I gotcha.
We have also come from the caves.
Wind before me.
We have also come from the caves. We have put an end to Stallmast. And
he just puts up his hand. All right, sit down. Tell me all about it.
Oh, I think you got a bigger problem than Stallmast, though.
All right, let's all sit down. Apparently, you're all eating sandwiches. All right, tell me.
I'll go into my bag and I'll put a couple guts of skin on his
and I was going to give him
no,
a sandwich.
don't
you
put
give
that
him something
before
else.
you can. He's like, all right, too many people are speaking at once, and I can't understand you. He looks at you, Reed. He's like, all right, from one known to another. Get that piece of crap off my desk. You know better than that.
First off, I'm a halfling.
Halfling, sorry.
That's all right.
Get that off my desk.
That's the proof that we took care of your runaway.
I believe you, but don't put it on my desk. That's just rude. Do you just
all right, I'll go over and I'll
if you had a home and I walked in and just threw a carcass on your table, would you be happy about it?
See, the one thing that's not rude is this, and I hand him a sandwich.
Okay.
I'm gonna run over and grab the guts and kind of stuff them in my bag again, so that he's not getting pissed off at us.
Thank you for removing that.
All right. Kogar is the reason.
All right, everybody
what the hell is going on?
Everybody sit down. All right. He looks at you, Reed, and I'll allow someone else to tell the story. So we'll go with you, Mr. Reed, if I remember your name correctly. And he looks at you, Ashira. You young lady, you can be the other person to convey the message. Everybody else, if you'd be so kindly to shush your holes. All right. He drinks a sip of tea. All right. From the beginning, tell me everything that's transpired. One of you two can go ahead and start speaking now.
Would you like to, Ashera, or I could?
I think you are more familiar with the metal explosive devices that we found, yes?
All right. So I went to the prison we looked around. We found a seeker. So we tracked down who had built it.
You
Turned
have,
out to
you
be.
have one.
I'll pull it out of my pack and I'll show him. I had it repaired in order to see exactly how it worked.
Clever.
And it's an interesting little gizmo.
He kind of looks at it as you give it over to him. All right. Well done.
So we found out that this seems to be a slightly different version built by a man named Stalmast.
You see his face, his eyes kind of go on.
So we tracked down that an explosives expert in the town hadn't been to work in several days. Went to her house, and unfortunately, some gnolls had done a number on her house. This big hole in the side of it, shaped like a very portly knoll, and that may have to be replaced for her. So from there, we figured out from some other stuff, there was a cave up on the top of the Silver Falls. So we went up there. That's where we found your runaway.
All right.
She won't be an issue any longer.
Well done.
Went through the cave, cleared it out, and then we found Stallmast.
That's
He won't be an issue for you anymore either.
Oh, I like the words of that. Continue on there, laddie.
What very well may be a problem for you, though. It seems that he was working on a few different things. And I'll take out the notebook of the rather bizarre experiments he was working on.
You hand it over. He starts scanning the gruesome stuff, indeed.
We found one kobold who's still up there in that cave, with one of them inside him.
All right, continue.
It gets worse. I'll pull out the first one of the letters in Undercommon. This is the one that's the inventory list. I'll hand it over to him. I'll say, you'll find all of those stolen items up there.
All right. And then he reads the note. These are dark tidings.
Then I'll hand him over to one that is the thank you letter to Stallmast from Den Hathanos of the Kryn Dynasty.
You immediately see him when he starts reading that, his facial expression turns dour. Then he stands up. Excuse me for a moment. Johnson! And you see the guy come in. Yes, sir. Cole. And I want you to remember this correctly. Call Lenina to me to be ready at my beck and call as soon as I'm done with this meeting. Right, sir. And he just stands there. Do it now, Johnson. Oh, right. And he walks out.
I'm afraid it gets even worse than that, though.
It gets worse than this?
Oh, yeah. In that cave is also an entrance to the Underdark.
We'll take care of that. Don't you worry.
You may want to just level the whole cave.
Well, we just might indeed. I think we've got the know-how to do that. Well, I would say the town of Harperduke and the Empire owes you a great favor. So that is promised. And you see him kind of walk over, wave his hand, a safe kind of appears in the wall, touches it, and then he sees it open. And then you see him shuffling around inside there and stuff. And then he comes out with this giant bag of goodies. And he's like, all right. Don't you worry about the cave. We'll take care of that. I'll be sending forces up there immediately to take care of that and to procure all this loot and lost stolen items that you were talking about. Now, in regards to your payment. First off, the badges you may keep as honorary deputies of the realm for Harperduke and the north of the Empire. So anywhere up here around this region, you can use your badges at any time. And feel free to always, wanting to stay, I can only do it at a discount, but half price at the inn you're staying in. That being said, I believe I owe you 250 gold?
That was for the original bounty.
All right, he hands it over. Now, since you've done a great service for us, he puts out some more pouches in front of you. He says, this is 500 gold for the efforts to stop Stalmost. This is 300 more gold for coming up with finding the plans to destroy my beloved town. And he hands over another bag. This is 200 more gold for what you found out about the Kryn dynasty. I think that should even it up, don't you there?
Indeed, sir. Does that total 1250 in gold?
If you're doing your math correctly, dear, it sure does.
Just really quick character. I'm rich, bitch! That's a shitload of freaking gold.
And a nice little payment.
He comes over and he signs a writ. You may hand this to your mistress at the Raven Queen, saying that you have done a great service here for the Empire, and that everything is all in order. And he rolls it up, seals it.
Outstanding.
Says, all right. Anything else that I need to be made aware of? If not, I need to take immediate actions to get to that cave and to make sure that the cave and everything is taken care of.
Could you, good sir, perhaps send word down to the house of the Raven Queen when you finish that? We would like to make sure everything is taken care of.
That's what the letter is for. When you get back, he can just hand that to whoever it is you want, and it'll explain it all.
Just one more item. At the start of all of this, if we had found a sending stone at the prison, do you still happen to have it?
No, it'd probably be in evidence or somewhere. I mean, I could locate it, but I usually hand that over to the magic, the tricksters, as I like to call them. They immediately scoop all that stuff up. I'm not into magic.
Because we did find this one.
He does. No, don't open that pouch. No. I
don't intend to, but I want to see if it's a match.
Well,
for the one we'd already had.
You can do that. Just hire a magic person of renown to look at it, and they can make sure that the proper magical securities are done, because you never know who's on the other side of those there, sir.
Well, that's why I wanted to see if the one you had already had.
Well, I don't have it anymore, and I don't even want to fart around with that thing.
All right.
But I must say, well done.
Excuse me, Mr. Brom, sir.
Gritty! Yes, I know who you are, dear. I've known you since a child.
I know. I just like to say my name. But...
I know you do, dear, but how many times do I have to say you don't have to do that? I know who you are.
Do you guys remember 5 Second Tom?
Togar, you suddenly get diarrhea.
Didn't he tell us all not to speak? Aren't we all supposed to be silent except for them?
Yeah.
We are really bad at following directions. Have you not figured that out yet?
Yeah.
I was like the fourth person to speak after we were given that instruction, though. So I'm just saying.
Yeah, he just looks at you, Critty.
I raised my hand.
All right, Critty.
Mr. Brom, I joined their adventure. Could I have one of those fancy badges too, if you have any extra?
Oh, I don't know, Critty. Do you think you did? Well, let me ask the group here. Did Critty... Was she a valuable member of your party and helped with the service to the realm?
Without her,
no,
there would...
she
all
was
right, what did
terrible.
I make the rule? He's looking at Reed and Ashera. What rule did I just
she was
make?
very helpful, good sir.
Very helpful indeed, yeah.
He smiles and then he kind of reaches in his pocket and he flicks one over to you, Critty. Of course you can have one, dear. You've done a great service for your city.
Thank you, Mr. Brom.
All right. It seems like yesterday I was giving her candy to leave me alone, and now I'm giving her a badge. I feel
to leave you alone.
I mean, because I liked her. He winks at you, Critty.
Imagine all the things Critty could get just by asking people to leave them alone.
Tell you about the book that was about dragons that she got for her birthday.
Mm-hmm.
You're the secret of my success.
All right. Mr. Reed and Mrs. O'Sheara, is there anything else that you'd like to discuss? If not, I've got to take some actions.
I'm going to kind of whisper to Dromzel while this conversation's happening. is that paper enough, or do we need anything else for the High Priestess?
Guessing that's enough.
You know that that's enough, Brom. Or you know that that's enough, Drom.
Yeah, it'll do.
Okay.
All right. Well, stop by any time. Maybe one day when I'm not so busy, we'll have a nice pint and celebrate your great victory. Now,
Be careful, we might hold you to that.
well, that's why I asked it, my big
And I
birdie
laugh.
friend. All right, well done, everybody. Enjoy the spoils of what you've done. You've done a great service. Now, if you don't mind, I need to go find that idiot's helper of mine and make sure that he follow out my orders, because he never does.
It was a pleasure doing business with you.
The same to you.
Ranger, can I try something completely ridiculous? On the way out, can I tell him, make sure you enjoy those bacon sandwiches, and try to convince him to eat the bacon sandwich before we go?
You're going to try to cast a spell?
No. I'm just going to try to persuade him. Just straight up persuade him. Just tell him the bacon sandwich was good.
Deal with disadvantage.
Okay.
Oh, I was going to say with guidance as I poke him in the shoulder.
No guidance.
Nope, natural 1.
Oh my gosh.
I cannot convince him to eat that bacon
Not only
sandwich.
do you not convince him, you turn around and you're like, Fernin for bark, and then you just walk out. He's like, all right. He's just looking around like, are you mentally damaged or something? I mean, Balin, you just completely tongue-tied. Not a coherent sentence or word happens at all.
Hold on, I gotta do this.
Do what?
See, that hurt even me.
Oh,
Drom,
What the fuck was that?
is that you think that's a new language? You've never heard it before. You think that might be a legitimate language?
Maybe I should learn how to speak that.
Critty, you know that is not a language, but Drom thinks it is.
It's like a secret language.
Yeah, it's called Idjit. Come on, let's go.
please.
All right, with that, we're going to take a break because I need to go grab something to eat and take a moment. So everybody,
Same here, I'm starving.
we're gonna go. Take
No,
a
we
break.
need bacon.
Yeah,
Oh my
everyone
God,
needs
we
all
need
this
a
food.
All the
bacon
talk
break.
about sandwiches
Talking
made
about
me want a
food.
real
Yeah,
sandwich.
all the talk of food, and I got food waiting for
It's
me.
been 2
upstairs,
hours
so-
of like bacon. We
Yeah.
had like an hour and 40-minute discussion with every like 5 minutes bringing up bacon. It was
With
awesome.
2 hours to eat breakfast and eat again, and then 10 minutes to talk to Brom.
Yeah.
That's about right. Yeah.
You haven't left the room yet.
All right.
Yo,
we're
we
gonna-
live in that hobbit life, man.
All right, we're going
You
on.
know the
I
interest.
know, right?
Yeah. So we're gonna go on break. We'll see you guys in like 11 minutes or so. So 10 minutes, 11 minutes. So enjoy the break, and we'll see you guys on the flip side.
Hey everyone, Finity from Reality Skewed Gamers here, and I wanted to take a minute to thank every one of our fan and viewers out there for showing your love and support for RSG. Now, how can you continue to show your love and support for RSG? Well, first off, a simple thing, head on to our Discord, a growing community of gamers, great place for you. So if you're not on our Discord already, !Discord in chat will give you the link to join our Discord. And if you want to show your support for RSG as well, Twitch provides a lot of different ways where you can do that. Now, not only can you donate bits, and there's also a link down below for our stream elements where you can donate directly, but of course, Twitch provides the options for giving us your subscriptions. Now, we always appreciate all of our fans for subscribing, and of course, those that use your Twitch Prime on our channel, because we know you only get one of those. So spending it on RSG is a big deal, and we always appreciate it. And if you want to help others also to experience the true nature of RSG, you can also gift a sub to anyone in the chat as well. And for those of you that are Twitch Prime members, if you've given it to us before, we would always appreciate to get it again, but Twitch Prime does require you to do it each month. So if you haven't renewed your Twitch Prime already, whether you give it to RSG or another content creator, make sure you use that Twitch Prime because that is a handy resource to help all content creators. RSG would not be here if it was not for all of the support from our viewers, and we hope to continue growing our channel and our charity efforts with your help. So for that, I, Infinity with Reality Skewed Gamers, want to thank everyone out there and, of course, show you our love. So what I wanted to go over with you guys today is some of the artwork that you see in our D&D streams. You may have seen some of the artwork here done by the awesome Silverbolt from the community, and he has drawn all of the characters for this D&D campaign. But you really just see them in our little zoom windows, which is a little bit small, so I wanted to show these in full size so you could see some of the intricate details that he did put together. So, this character is the one that you may recognize as being played by Jaisa BM, and this is Alunath. She is a half-elf ranger, and you can see a lot of the details here with the use of her longbow, the sword that is kind of on her side there, and of course, the awesome little headband that Jaisa also wears on the stream as she plays her character. Next up is Ashira. Ashira is played by Gera Aurelios, and she is a warlock that is an Aasimar. Now, if you're not familiar with Aasimars, Aasimars are a really cool race in general. They are basically effectively Fallens of Celestials, so they have some really cool tricks. So hopefully we'll see whether or not Gera uses this and shows them to the members of the party. But she is a warlock, and this is a really cool, you can see that one of the key things about this, which was really cool because it was just the general concept, she has a crowbar on her back. Now, this was a really fun thing in the character development, and Gera really wanted to make sure that the crowbar was there, and Silverbolt did a great job of including it. The next one we have is Balin. That is my character. He is a human sorcerer. Now, he has some special abilities, and you guys will hopefully be able to see some of those as we progress, but you notice something very specific about this. You may not realize it, so I'm going to point out some of the little details here that are very easy to miss. One of them is that his left hand is the one that is glowing with the energy. Keep that in mind as you see my character doing certain things, but it is relevant, and Silverbolt did a great job of capturing it. The other part is that the tips of his hair up top are green, except for a ponytail that you can see coming off the right side of his head, which is black. Now, there is some significance for that. At some point, you may or may not find out about it. We'll see when the characters get into that part of the history, but there are some really intricate details that Silverbolt did include. The next one is Dromzol. Now, Dromzol is a orc cleric played by Grim, and you can see a lot of cool things about here. Of course, the metal armor, the great sword, and of course, the fire in his hand. Now, he is a cleric, but he does have some magic abilities, including things like Sacred Flame and other spells that can be cast by a cleric. So Grim is going to be there. You can see him as the massive orc. So make sure you watch for this character as well. The next one is Hadalin. Hadalin is our pipe-smoking dwarf fighter. He's a sword and board dwarf. You see it now with the axe, with the shield. You would have seen it in the combat here that we just had. And this is Corinth's character. Now, Hadalin is kind of a cantankerous dwarf. He is not the most charismatic of folks, but he is there with the party trying to help them survive and effectively babysitting us, as you kind of have seen. The next one is Reed. Speaking of babysitting, he is the closest equivalent looking to a baby. I know it came up in the second episode about how his height is about the same as a child. Reed is a halfling rogue. He is our stealth expert here. He is our rogue, which if you guys are familiar with rogues, they are the skill monkeys, and this is played by Johnny Moe. Now, the skill monkey is one that has a whole bunch of skills, and we will see all of the abilities that Reed has throughout this campaign. And then last but not least, our over-the-top dragonborn bard, Togar, played by Bad Rongo, or as some people in the community like to call him, Bard Rongo. He is a flute-playing dragonborn. You'll notice some little things about him. His appearance is that of a dragonborn, but there's certain features that make him a little bit smaller looking, and that is because his history makes him the runt of the dragonborn litter, so to speak. And Silverbolt did a great job of capturing some of these details. So these are some of the drawings that you guys can see in greater picture now. Thanks a lot to Silverbolt for drawing these. I hope you guys kind of like seeing this artwork up close and you enjoy it. We're getting ready for the second half here, but here's one more announcement before we kick it off. As we get ready to start again, I wanted to thank all of our viewers out there, especially the new ones, for, of course, watching the RSG channel. Now, for those of you that are new here, RSG is a very professional gaming channel, and we are here to provide you quality content. And so I wanted to give you a little bit of a rundown of everything that RSG covers regularly. So from Mondays to Fridays during the 12 o'clock Eastern Time hour, we have on YouTube a live stream that we call the RSG Lunch Hour. Now, this is there to get you through the doldrums of the day, largely covers Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes as our primary game, but we talk about anything and everything for you. Now, on Mondays, we do have Marbles Monday. Now, Marbles is a fun, interactive Twitch game that, if you are not familiar with, is really, really fun. And the way we do it at RSG is always a little bit different than the normal play. So please come out on Mondays at 8 p.m. Eastern Time and join us for Marbles on stream. On Tuesday nights, we have our Don't Starve Together Tuesdays. And it's just what it sounds like, Don't Starve Together on Tuesday nights. And that's what we do at 8 p.m. Eastern Time with a great group of friends from the community. On Wednesday nights on YouTube at 8 p.m. Eastern Time is our longest running Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes live stream, which covers the Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes game. It is the longest running live stream in the galaxy for the game. So if you guys are interested in that or just want to check out what the game is about, make sure to head to that on our YouTube channel. On Fridays at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, we have coverage of State of Survival, another mobile app game. And so if you guys are interested in fighting zombies and surviving the apocalypse, make sure you check that out on YouTube. At 10 a.m. Eastern Time on Saturdays, we have Jedi Academy. Jedi Academy is a Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes based stream. It's a pure question and answer stream done and hosted by RSG with a great group of Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes content creators there to answer questions for the community for about 2 hours. So if you want to have your questions answered about this mobile game, head to our channel on YouTube on 10 a.m. Eastern Time and make sure that you are there to get your questions answered. On Twitch at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, we have our D&D campaign right here. You guys are watching that now, and we really appreciate it and hope you guys are enjoying it, and we will continue to do this at 8 p.m. Eastern. Then on Sundays at 5 p.m. Eastern Time on YouTube, we have our Star Wars Dungeons & Dragons campaign. That's right, 2 Dungeons & Dragons campaign, our regular, normal D&D 5e on Saturdays, and Star Wars on YouTube. So make sure you check that out as well. And then at 8 p.m. Eastern Time on Twitch, we have our Sunday Night Gaming. Now, this is where we will rotate different games and just have fun with a group from the RSG community and, of course, with you guys in chat. Some will be interactive, some will just be fun, some will be ridiculous. But even beyond all of these, from a Monday to Sunday schedule, we will have random streams throughout the week, both on YouTube and on Twitch. So make sure that while you guys are here on Twitch, you hit that follow button so you can get notified whenever we go live. And with that, we're about to get started here with our Dungeons & Dragons stream. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this little break, taken some time off, and get ready for the second half of the campaign. And on that note, I am Infinity with Reality Skewed Gamers. Thank you guys for watching and hope you enjoy the second half.
And welcome back. All right. We are back off our break. It's madness over here in my world. I just got something to eat because all this talk of bacon. Yeah, I think everybody had to go grab something to eat, use the restroom, grab something to drink. Okay. You guys are talking about your total party funds that you guys have collected, so go ahead and do your math, add it up, figure out what you guys have. We'll say you're outside Brahm's area. You guys are trying to figure it out real quick.
Okay, so gold-wise, what did you get, Johnny?
I got a total before I count in the stuff that we looted in the cave. 156 gold, 2 silver, 5 copper each.
Are you trying to divide it up now, or are you going to try to count everything together and then divide it up?
I think we're just dividing up the bounty. We're dividing up this first.
Yeah, what was it? 100 and what?
I got 156 gold,
2 silver,
2 silver, 5 copper, and that's just what we got right now from Brock.
Is that counting the platinum too?
No. I haven't even counted the stuff from the cave yet.
Correct.
Okay.
Okay. As far as the stuff from the cave, there's the 5 platinum. We'll worry about that separately in a second. I got 283.
You can include that as 50 gold.
Yeah, it's 10 gold per platinum.
So it's another 50 gold.
Yeah, it ends up being 41 gold, 7 silver, and 4 copper.
I got 41 gold.
Hi, Maz.
So in total, if you just want the total amount between the two, it's 197 gold, 9 silver, and 9 copper.
I just mixed up my freaking addition. I already added that the previous one to my character.
All of this up.
Okay, so you added the 156.25, right?
Looks like
25 silver? 156.25 silver?
Finn, why don't you just give us the totals, because now I'm totally mixed up.
Just start from the beginning, add everything up.
Johnny first gave away 156 gold, 2 silver, and 5 copper. That was just from the bounties. So if you added that, right, the next thing you're going to add from the cave, we got 41 gold, 7 silver, and 4 copper.
Each?
Each. This is all each.
Okay. 41 gold. How many
7
silver?
silver, and 4 copper.
Okay.
If you didn't add either of those and you just want the total amount we got is 197 gold, 9 silver, and 9 copper. That is the total amount we got between those two amounts.
Out of character, I'm just going to say, I'm rich, bitch.
Yeah, we are.
Is that me too? Because you mentioned like you were gonna.
Yep, you've been a part of this, so it's an 8-way split for all of us.
Thanks, guys.
Share.
I think that I should only get
You're
like
our best friend.
You're my best friend too. But no, like if you guys had wanted a larger portion of the bounty, because I wasn't around for that.
Spend your bounty and get us gifts instead.
I will. I'll buy you a present now, Balin. Thanks.
You're so friendly, and I know you wouldn't pass by us if we needed healing just because you were invisible. So you deserve an equal portion of everything that we got.
I can tell you're really butthurt still, Tokar. Do you need a healing spell?
But we do remember that we put you on this adventure, and so we're glad to share the bounty. But yes, we rely on it greatly.
And then as far as items,
remember you guys got the gems.
You have the gems and the sword.
The gems, the sword, 5 sets of fine clothing, and then at the end there, I found 2 more potions of healing.
Well, you used one of them.
I thought that was after. Did I use another one?
You used another one because remember you used one before you went to the big final battle, and then you found one. You used one during that battle because.
But that was the one he bought
that was the one I
beforehand.
had. That was the one I had bought plus the one that I had found separately in the storeroom. That at the end of the battle, in his bedroom, in the chest, there were 2 more potions of healing in there.
Right.
So that's the 2 extra potions of healing.
Yep. Yeah. So you should have the 2 extra.
Yeah.
That we found.
So I mean, I figured 5 fine sets of clothing, we can sell them, for whatever they'll get us eventually.
Yeah.
We'll just say that's about 15 gold.
Okay. Can we make it 16 this way? It's an even number.
Nice.
Okay, so 15 divided 8 ways. Hold on. Of course, it doesn't end up even. We'll just say 1 gold, 8 silver, and 7 copper from the.
And Critty gets 8 copper instead of 7. There you go. Now you good.
Sure, that works.
But you said it was 4 gold.
No.
Right.
1 gold.
1 gold.
Oh, 1 gold.
1 gold, 8 silver, and 7 copper.
7 copper. Cool.
Wait,
I
what
love
is that
it.
from?
The
That's
fine
from selling the clothes.
Oh, okay.
I'm assuming nobody claimed the clothes. We're not selling the gems or the sword right now.
I genuinely like to hold on to the sword.
I think we should hold on to the gems too.
Yeah.
Yeah, agreed.
I agree.
Mhm.
On board.
What did we get
speaking
from
of-
selling the clothes?
Hold
I
on,
missed
hold
it.
on. What gems did we get? Actually, wait, hold on. Right, so which gems do we get?
I think Togar said it was a diamond, an emerald, and an opal.
2 or 4.
And a ruby.
It was
I'll take
1
the diamond.
diamond,
Because if you guys have something bad
4
happen to you, I'll
opals,
need it.
1 pearl, and 1 ruby.
I mean, we should save the gems for whenever we need them. That's kind of the idea. Doesn't
Mhm.
need to go
Weren't
necessarily
some
to
of
a
those
person.
flawed?
That's why I'm saying fork over the diamond, because if something bad happens to one of us, I'll end up having to use it to get you feeling better.
I'm okay with that.
Agreed.
I'm not going to argue with an orc. So, here's your
That's
flawed diamond.
Allie
That's a wise decision.
nor does she care.
Okay, so that leaves 2. What was left? 2 opals and a pearl.
Mm-hmm.
I have
Wasn't
4
there a
opals,
ruby in that?
4
ruby.
opals, 4 opals, 1 pearl, and 1 ruby
Okay.
is what I got now.
Okay.
Are they used as spell components in anything?
Oh no, wait, the pearl was not from this. The pearl is what I
yours,
had
right?
before. Yeah, the
Okay.
pearl is mine from before, yeah.
Yeah.
So I have a
that's what was
diamond,
wondering.
4 opals, and a ruby.
Worse.
I no longer have a diamond though.
Yes. That's in Dromsel's. Okay.
Oh, gotcha.
All right.
So I'd very much like to hold on to this the short sword. I think I could use it fairly well.
I cannot use it, so I'm okay with that.
Okay, but I would also like to stop by the armorers and possibly pick up a hand-to-hand combat weapon.
All
Okay. I think we can do that.
Are you able to use a rapier?
Rapiers are one-handed, yes?
I could give you my rapier and I'll hold on to the short sword.
We could definitely do that, but as long as we're going to the armorer anyway, take a look at what they have there. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Freaking D&D Beyond is being annoying. It's not letting me add custom items.
All right, so you guys make your way over to the armorer. Is that what I'm understanding?
Yep.
Yeah, we asked Gritty for the one that is the best in the biz.
I've never had much need for armor before,
Yeah, she doesn't.
But come on, Gritty.
but I do know this one place over here. My friend went there. She's got a
Pretty,
good deal.
you know this. You know that all of this very well. What is the best armor in the city?
Well, like I've never bought armor myself, really. Like all I've got is this leather outfit that I've been wearing for, the last 4 days. But we can go over to this place I know. That'd be great.
Make a history check, Critty.
History.
Oh yeah.
Really good store.
Yep, you do. So you find an armorer. Best one in Humperduke. And because this is a military operation and stuff, they have stuff left over and stuff. So you're able to find a good armor smith here. Who's looking for what? One at a time. Sherry, you said you were looking for what?
I'm looking for armor and possibly a single-handed combat weapon that I could attach my hex to.
What are your what can you use? You're a warlock? What are your proficiencies with weapons?
I believe that the weapon like for hand-to-hand combat, for it to use my charisma when we are fighting, that I need.
No, it's going to be in the bottom left of your character sheet under proficiencies in language where it says weapons. That's what.
You're a warlock?
Whatever.
Hold on, I'll look it up right now.
Yeah,
She's a
I'm pulling it up now.
She's a hexblade warrior. She has
Light
martial
armor,
and
simple weapons.
she has
Oh, yeah,
martial also.
Hexblade has specific.
Yeah, with hexblade she gets like medium armor proficiency. She also gets martial weapons. So I think she can pretty much get everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
Real quick, does anybody remember how much that flawed diamond was worth? Because I do need the value in order to calculate the cost for spells.
It was 100 gold pieces. I just found it.
Proficiency, medium armor, shields, and martial weapons.
Okay, so pretty solid. Okay, what kind of armor are you looking for there? First off, there, Ashira.
I suppose a medium armor.
Okay, and what's your dex modifier?
My dex is +1. Hello?
You gotta let me do the math.
Okay, I didn't know you were thinking. I
Yes.
thought maybe you were angry.
I am angry, Ashira. You get the diarrheas, and you get no armor.
Armor and diarrhea. This is not what I asked.
Yeah.
Just think about Ranger's name. Just remove the N.
What's your armor right now? You're wearing?
That turns into Rager.
Leather. I wear leather armor.
Medium armor.
You are a caster, so you can only wear certain types.
Wait, hold on. I think her warlock class actually
hexblade.
heavy armor.
Hexblade lets her get medium.
Yeah, she could use chain.
Okay, so here are your options. You could go with so there's hide. You can go with chain shirt, right? You can go with scale mail. That's going to be the hide is 10, right? That's 12 plus your dex modifier. That's 10 gold. Chain shirt would be 13 plus your dex modifier. Scale mail, which would be 14 plus your dex modifier. A breastplate, you could do the same thing. You just want a breastplate, but that's when it starts jumping up in price. For 100 gold, and then a half plate, kind of armor set would be 750. Now, if you go with anything that's got a +1 on it, you're going to triple or quadruple the cost. So, a scale mail shirt would be like 200 to 250 easily on the low end. Same thing with the chain shirt. Hides, no one enchants hide unless they're crazy. So, what are you thinking?
What's crazy?
Hide, someone enchanting hide. It's like it's a waste.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't do hide. All right. And so let's see. The chain was +13.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and how much was that?
50.
50. Okay, and then what was the next step up from that?
Scale mail.
Scale mail, and how much was that?
50. It's
That was
much
50.
heavier though. The chain shirt's only 20 pounds. The scale mail is going to be
it
almost
lowers some of your dex checks. So
So
stealth.
if you wear scale mail, you're at disadvantage on stealth checks. Chain shirt does not do that.
Okay, well, chain shirt sounds good.
All right, so you look at the chain shirts, you find a nice silvery one. It's very nicely put together. It's very, it's got some black in it. It's a darker set. Do you want darker chainmail or lighter chainmail? Like color-wise?
Darker.
All right, so you find some black chainmail then. And you get it. You take off 50 gold. If that's what you want, it is yours.
All right, that's what I will do.
All right. Now, what kind of weapon are you looking for?
Single hand.
Sword, Morningstar. I mean, do you want something that can cut and stab, or do you want something that can pound and ground?
Either. It just has to be single hand. So probably stabby, because beating someone to a pulp usually requires 2 hands.
What's your strength?
But
It's
you
not
should be
so
able to
much
use
the
a charisma.
strength. It's the hex warrior
yeah.
thing
Well,
where
yeah,
I can only
think-
use one hand.
I think but there's a difference between, because there's some weapons that allows you to use your dex bonus to hit, and some that always require strength. So like that's why the rapier might be better for you.
Yeah, because of that, what's higher, your dex or your strength modifier?
Well, when I roll for my hex weapon, it's charisma.
That's not what I asked.
Okay.
When
All
it's
right.
just
Strength
higher.
is 0, dex is +1. Is that what you asked?
Yes. So you probably want a more finesse weapon. So you probably want either a short sword, a scimitar, a rapier. Those would probably be your best bet.
Am I gonna find something better than what Reed's got, or is it gonna be the same? 'Cause if that's the case, I'll just take it from Reed then.
Yeah, mine's just a standard rapier. So.
Yeah, you're probably not getting more than a standard
And it's
from where we are
it's
right
halfling,
now. So.
It's halfling size, so it's a little bit short of a rapier. You probably want
It's a poof tick.
It's a crocheting needle.
You see that the person presents you a nice looking rapier, a very nice looking scimitar, and a pretty nice looking short sword.
Can I use the crowbar? I'm kidding.
He doesn't know what you're talking about.
The thing strapped
Okay,
to my
Gordon
back.
Freeman.
Okay. Is there any difference in price? What am I looking at here?
The scimitar and the rapier are going to run you 25 to 35, depending on how fancy you want the sword to look. Short swords are going to be between 10 and 15.
Do they hit differently?
The rapier can do 1d8 piercing. The scimitar does 1d6 slashing, but it's a lighter weapon. Same thing with the short sword. Because you
Then I guess it would make sense to grab the rapier. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. He presents you this rapier. It's very nice. You pick the one that's kind of got that little black, handguard. Looks really nice. But you probably get some designs of the Raven Queen on it if you want. And it is yours. That's going to cost you 32 gold.
Okay.
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 Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, please.
Good. Okay, good. All right. You guys are here perusing the wares of this place. Does anybody else want to indulge and look at stuff?
Yes.
Who said yes?
This is Allie.
Oh.
I will walk up and say,
You don't have to walk up. We're doing this nonchalant, so what are you looking for?
Oh, I would like 3 bundles. I would like 3 arrows. Arrows come in.
They come in bundles, so
20 bundles. So I'd like 60.
you can only carry 40, but you can get 2 bundles. So put in your inventory 2 bundles, and let me see what that's going to be.
It's like two gold pieces.
Yeah, 2 gold pieces.
And then I would like to purchase a light crossbow. I think it's 25 gold pieces.
Okay. Let me see what the markup is here.
And then I just want
Be 30 gold.
Yeah. And then I would like to purchase an extra longbow, which I think is 50.
They do not sell longbows here.
That's very unfortunate.
Well, it's longbows.
Here.
It's more of a specialized weapon, so longbows. I mean, they have short bows and they have like light crossbows and stuff, but they don't have like heavy crossbows or especially longbows.
Okay.
Not at this location.
Okay.
So.
Do they have boots here, like apparel?
Yeah, you can get some boots easily.
Yeah, I would like some light, like the best light boots I could get.
Yeah, you get some nice boots. That's nothing gold or something. Gold, some silver for some good boots.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, and then is the short sword the closest thing to like a knife you can keep, like, say, I don't know.
Like a knife? You can get a knife. A knife would cost you.
Is that just like a functional knife, or is it a?
What kind of knife are you looking for? Are you looking for? I mean, you have what?
Like something you could stick in your reed, or like that.
Do what now?
Did she just say something you could stick in your reed?
Boom.
That's what I thought. That's what
Yeah,
I
I was just about to.
Oh, you want a
That's why I
throwing
was going
knife?
blink, blink, blink.
Here is our local reed. Here is the knife. Works like a charm.
That's perfect.
Wow. That went dark quick.
Hey, Reed, stand really still so I can test this out.
She'd also like to buy a 3-foot tall stabbing dummy.
With only one eye. You can't have two eyes on my dummy.
Yeah, you can have two. I'll stab out the other one.
For a throwing knife, good quality, it'll cost you like a gold.
Okay, that'll be all for me.
Okay. Next, who's up?
What are the odds of magic items?
None.
All right.
Not even like the basic.
No.
Not here.
Okay.
We have
So I
to wait
figured.
until Zadash and Puma.
Yeah, but
a couple of
Yeah,
things.
that was the same
asking
question I was
anyways.
going to have.
Pretty wants to buy things.
I'm gonna buy a common shield and
Can
some
you use
slight
shields, Critty? You're bard.
It didn't say I couldn't. That's why I asked.
What are
You
your?
do actually need a proficiency for it.
Yeah,
you
that
can't use-
it'll say you can if you want shields. That's the thing.
I got it. Well, then I'm just gonna go with some studded leather. It's light armor, so I can still wear it. I
Yeah,
think.
you can. Let me look here real quick.
A little bit tougher. Since I did so good on my first adventure, I might need something a little bit stronger.
All right, so you get a studded leather. It's going to cost you 45 gold pieces, but since you're from here and they know you, you only have to pay 35.
Thanks, guys. You're the best.
And that's an AC of 12 plus your dex modifier. And if they give you a nice little, cute little set.
35 gold. Done.
Okay.
Are all light armors 12 AC?
No.
It's very attractive.
Mm-hmm.
What light armors are more than 12 AC?
None.
It's studded.
Oh, okay.
The other ones are less.
Gotcha.
Studded leather, does that mess around with dex checks or stealth checks at all?
Nope.
I think so. How much was that?
Well, Critty got it for a discount.
She got
How
it for
much would it normally
35.
45.
I'll take a set of that.
All right, 45 gold, but you are not. Well, you are kind of sort of from here. 40 gold.
Cool. Thank you.
So I have leather armor,
Oh, I'm sorry.
and that is a 12 AC. Because my armor class is 12 right now.
Well, that's also including your dex modifier.
Yeah, it's only a +1. So
that's 11
spending gold
plus
to
1.
get. What's up?
So it's yeah. So if you get studded, it would increase your AC by 1.
Yeah, it's just 13. I want to look fancy like everybody else. Pretty, could you convince your friend to give me a little bit of a discount? Because I'm such a sweet little dragonborn. And I will get you extra bacon next time we have breakfast.
Done.
Well, make a persuasion check. Critty, you're not gonna believe this. I rolled a natural 20. They say, "Sorry, we're not gonna give someone that they a discount."
You win some, you lose some.
I can't believe that. You rolled a 19. I rolled it was a natural 20. I was like, "Oh no!" They were like resisted it.
All right. So that was what, 40?
What are you trying to get?
The studded leather armor.
Did you want anything higher than that, or can you use higher armor?
No, I can only use light armor.
Light armor. So yeah,
But I
you
might as well.
studded leather. Yeah, so that'll be 45 gold.
45 gold it is.
Okay.
We're gonna look like a music group with all matching outfits.
Well, they're all a little different, yeah.
But they're enough similar.
No.
We could all go to tattoo.
We're gonna look.
We're all gonna look like Iron Maiden, breaking the law.
That's not Iron. That's not Iron Maiden. You heathen.
Does everybody pick their stuff?
No, you're Judas Priest, freak.
Judas Priest. Sorry.
Go ahead, Alan.
We're in the leather daddies.
Leather daddies.
Okay. Anybody else?
Yes.
Okay. Good.
I'd like an armor upgrade.
All right. So what are you trying to get there, laddie?
Some splint mail if you got any. I don't know if you got any in my size, considering most of the people around here are gnomes.
They do have a set of splint mail. It would be 200 and... Wait, what's your strength?
19.
Yeah, you can do it. It does give disadvantage on stealth, but you don't care. It would be 260 gold.
Oh, is that the best that you can do?
Yeah.
Can I attempt a persuasion?
Yeah, with disadvantage.
Okay. It's worth a try. Oh, no.
270 gold. No, I'm kidding. It's 260 gold.
That's going to end up blowing away most of my gold, so I won't go for an upgrade then.
How big an upgrade would it be?
+1 AC.
So bring you to what, like a 19?
Yeah.
That's worth it.
Not really. I mean, I have spells that'll boost it up, so.
All right. Anybody else?
If nobody else is going, can I change my choice of arrow? Because I just added like standard arrow. And I think there's an arrow I can get. I just need you to.
What kind of arrow are you looking for?
Somebody's phone is blowing up.
I
Buzz, 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 buzz.
don't know how high you have to be to like get an arrow of slaying or an arrow.
Not a chance in hell.
Not an
That's-
arrow
that's-
plus one.
Not a chance in hell.
An arrow plus one.
Nope.
There's no magical stuff here. That's a magical arrow.
Oh.
As soon as it gets a +1, that means it has an enchantment, so that's magical.
Is there only a standard quiver, or are there better quivers?
I mean,
They're magic items.
yeah, they're all magic items, so you're gonna
Well, I mean,
get
I
things.
have a quiver because I.
You really don't need a new quiver. Yours is pretty nice, actually.
Okay, good deal. All I needed to know. Thanks.
Yep. All right. Anybody else?
I feel left out. I don't wear armor.
I'm the most decked out person here, and I didn't buy anything. I feel left out too, but oh well.
All right. So with that,
Combined, we kind of balance everything out.
going once, going twice.
Did no one ask if they
Disco.
only?
Oh, what? Actually,
Nope.
yeah, you just remind me. I was going to say we might want to stock back up on healing potions.
We're at the armorer.
Yeah.
No, I just mentioned that. So, when we go, just before we leave this town, make sure that we remember to stock up on the healing potions.
Pretty, you remember that your friend, the druid, she is the one that
Yeah.
sells those, and she gave your group the last she had, and knows it probably going to be another month or two before she has any. And you don't know of anybody that would have healing potions around here. And you're muted. Critty, you're muted.
I know I couldn't get it to click. I do want to ask though, do you do trade-ins here at the armory? I have some old armor that maybe somebody wants to use as like practice armor or something.
They're like, yeah, sure. They'll give you a gold for it.
I'll take it.
Okay.
I just don't want to carry it around.
All right. So, our group, newly outfitted, armed to the teeth, is ready to move out. You guys head back to the inn. Do you guys want to stay another night at the inn before you move out, or do you want to?
Time of day is it?
It's mid-afternoon.
I'm fine with heading out.
I might as well get started. The faster we get back.
Huzzah!
Critty, are
In any
you
hurry?
coming with us and leaving Hupperduke?
You know, I've had so much fun on this adventure. I would love to keep joining you. You're my best friends.
It's awfully quick.
I'm gonna see the
I'm usually
world.
hesitant to let new people into my life, but maybe.
We should maybe check in with your friend. I know she did want you to check in and wanted us to take care of you.
Yeah, I'll say goodbye before we leave.
Yeah,
But
we'll say you go and let Critty go do that real quick. Let her say her goodbyes and stuff, and then to whoever she does, and
well,
yeah.
I'll be to saying good night.
Go with her. Balin can go with her to see.
I'm doing this off site, so it's not really, we're not really having a scene with it. So
Yeah, I'm just doing one thing with. I do have a question for Zendessa, and that's just if she's okay with me keeping her alchemy book.
She
'cause I'm
told
gonna be
you
taking
to.
it. I know, but now I'm leaving Hupperduke.
she made
so
that
that's why I
very
just wanted
clear to
confirm.
keep it until you were done with it.
Okay. Okay, that's all I wanted to check with her, so she knew that I was leaving. But that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, that's it.
Grab the card, Allie. We on the road again.
All right. So you go back and get your cart. You guys have plenty of food for the road. You guys easily stock up for provisions and stuff for, the 2-week journey to get back to Sadash. Or wherever you guys, I assume you guys are going back to Sadash, right?
Yeah.
All right. You guys.
Along the way, though,
Mhm.
I'd like to, since we're running low on the healing potions and stuff, I do have, can I forage for herbs or something that could help?
Yes, because
On the way?
foraging for herbs in the city, because you haven't left yet, doesn't go very well. But if
No,
you
I
wanna
mean
do it-
along the way.
Sure, you can do that. Just remind me.
Actually, Drum,
I'll
if
be glad
you
to help.
want, this could work out well. In the book that Zendessa gave me, there is a potion of healing that I can try and make if we have the herbs. I did get one set of herbs to try and make it. So during the night, I can try to make them. See if we can get some more.
Let me know what type
Okay.
of medicinals you may need, Balin.
Yeah. I want, cool. Let me take a look at the book and see which herbs we're looking for.
I don't think we decided the specifics, Ranger, but I think they were semi-common outside. Basically, is what we determined for.
Well, you can find common ones outside unless you roll really crazy. You have to name me the herb, and then I'll decide if it's if it's a common item. You might be able to.
We
find
never
it.
determined the name of the herbs for the potions, though. That's the thing.
Oregano.
Let me check my. Hold on. Let me check. 'Cause I have the alchemy stuff.
Oh,
printed.
no, that's not oregano. That's parsley.
This
What
Oh,
the
that's not
hell is-
oregano. That's mine. Sorry.
You found Togar's secret stash.
So it's
What the hell
the
is cilantro?
so the ingredients listed are mixture of water, common herbs, and then just certain chemicals that are the off product of most herbalists and metal forging production. So they're all fairly common things.
So
Right.
healing potions or industrial waste.
So you just need to grab. We'll just say common herbs along the way, but you do need a lot of them. It takes a lot.
Yeah, I have one set to actually practice already, and I haven't used them yet. So
Right, but if you want to try to get more, you're going to have to try
Yes.
to find it, and then
Okay.
even though they're common, you still have to know where they grow, and it's not like you're just walking on the road like, oh
yeah, I don't. I'll ask Allie to help me find.
Even then,
the-
they're not the easiest to get your hands on. So
Well, I was going to ask, would it be what type of a role would we be looking at for that?
investigation.
To search for 'em?
Actually, it'd be survival.
Investigation. Survival. Okay.
Mm-hmm. All right, so you guys get your heart, you get your cart, get your horse, get all loaded up, get your provisions ready, and you guys start making your way. All right, we're on the big map. Ashira, because Ashira is the group leader when you guys are traveling. So Ashira, put your token on the map for me, please.
Okay.
Where'd he go? All right, Shira's not there.
I'm not.
Oh, well,
Oh, she's there.
oh, I didn't
There
hear
she
it. Oh,
is.
there she is! Yay!
Mm.
We'll make this a little smaller. Doo-doo-doo. There's Shira. There's Hupperdick. All right. Let's see how far you guys can get. It's a half day's journey, so you're not going to get too crazy far out. But let's see how far you can get on the gravelway path. Allie, roll your animal handling check.
I'm on it. Did it come through?
Yes, 22. All right, now roll survival to make sure you're going in the right direction.
I'm sure I am. One second. Confident about it.
Yeah, you actually make good time. You guys get to about right there during the first day. And you guys can set up camp for the night. So you guys bed down, all that good stuff. Any conversations or anything? Balin, you find a nice rock so you can get your rock training going. It's not hard. It's in the mountains. You guys can find a nice rock for Balin along the way. Stop by and grab another rock and stuff. Anything? So before you guys set up your camp, you guys, who wants to, I'll allow 2 people that want to do this to roll to look for herbs. Only 2 separate rolls.
What
I'll
sort of
do
roll
it.
Are
is
we
it?
rolling like a nature roll?
Survival.
It's a survival roll.
Survival.
I think Drum and Allie.
Yeah.
I'll do that.
All right. So you guys at the end, starting each camp, you have to remind yourselves. So Allie, you don't really find any. I mean, you find some stuff that you're like, yeah, this is garbage. Drum, actually, you do pretty well. You find some good herbs.
Hey.
So you found a small little thing. You'll need to do about 4 more of those before you have anything even remotely coming close to what Balin will need. But you do find some herbs that are part of the
So I can mark it as like a quarter of the supplies basically needed.
basically.
Okay, that's fine.
Just picture this big orc picking wild herbs in the meadow and coming back to the sorcerer.
Yeah, I'll... No, that's not it.
Now,
No, that's not it.
Balin, are you carrying this rock during the day, or how are you doing this rock training? Where do you guys decide on this rock training?
Well, I am now going to be doing stuff at night, so I'm going to have it in my pack, and I'll be walking around with it.
All right, make a Constitution save.
Okay. 22.
You do a great job. You
Holy crap! You have +7.
how do you have a +7 to your Constitution save?
Because I'm proficient as a sorcerer. My proficiencies are con and charisma.
Oh yeah, nice.
That's true.
That's awesome, dude.
That threw me off. Sorry, I was just not used to.
I was like, oh wow, we got a freaking tanky freaking sword.
What the hell's going on here?
Hey, Ranger, could I not have rolled a nature check or chosen to?
You did. What do you mean?
It was survival to find it. Nature is more like understanding what the herbs are.
Yeah. So that's more about like if you're trying to understand like your surroundings and things like that. That's more like you're in the woods and you want to.
Well, it actually says it helps you recall the terrain.
Yeah, but that's something separate. Trust me. When I need you to roll nature, I'll make sure you get it. Yeah.
I got you. Just asking.
Yep. Nope. Good question. All right. So Finn, Balin, your training goes well for the night.
So what I'll be doing, that's kind of I'm walking around with this, is I'm also gonna. So the potion takes 4 hours of sparse kind of watching in order to make. So I'll start the potion kind of during the first watch, and then I'll kind of go.
Now
through
you
2
do realize
watches.
you're trying to do a potion in the woods with wind and all kinds of stuff. I'm just going to tell you, Finn. You probably want to wait
too much.
You're probably going to want to wait till you get to a city and you can create like a little lab or something.
That's fine. Then I will just collect all the materials.
Yeah, collect all the material,
Okay.
and when we get
That's
to a
fine.
place, because I mean, when you think about an alchemy area, it's not outside for a
right
reason,
back.
So
Yeah.
Bird can come by and be like, "Oh no!" Boom.
Yeah. So I'll say to Dromzel, the conditions outside are a little too windy. I don't think I'm going to be able to make the potion now. Just with us camping outside, so it might have to wait.
All right. You guys do that. All right.
So, out of the game, quick question.
Sure.
I was trying to see. I have tiny hut now, and I could create that tiny hut and let Finn brew his potion inside it because it protects him from the elements. But I thought I read somewhere that wind will knock it down.
Yes.
And I'm trying to see, like, do I know?
You being as book smart as you understand the process of what you have to be like. You have to have a sterile environment. You have to have certain things.
Okay.
It's just better to have your own alchemy area to do this kind of work because although you can try to, that's why even it's dangerous. There's some volatile stuff here. I mean, things can go wrong. So
good rain.
So ye. Ye, so you see. All right.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
Mhm.
Bless you. Okay, so any conversations around the campfire before we get to guard watch?
I would like to meditate on make the rapier my packed weapon. I think it's a process.
Yeah, it takes an hour.
So I would like to do that.
Okay, so you guys sit down, you get everything set up, you get the campfire going, you cook your meal, you eat your.
And Critty's telling us campfire stories.
I'm going to pull out my military.
About sad birthday parties.
What were you saying, Allie?
Wonderful birthday party. I got books.
What were you saying, Allie?
I'm going to go off to wherever I'm going to sleep.
Well, you'll be near the campfire because you have to have the light too. So I mean, if you want to, you've got your area set up. But if you want to go lay down and kind of turn your, you lay down on the ground, but you've got yourself facing toward the campfire and light, so you can see what you're reading. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I'll gather things that these guys wouldn't to make it a little bit more comfortable and lay down. And I'll open my military book, but I'm actually going to turn to the back of it where there's an extra page.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to start making a list of all herbs that I've known my entire life. And now that I'm in the city, I'm afraid I may forget them. So I'm going to start chronicling them and what they do.
All
and
right,
then
you do that. Well done. You do that.
Hey,
All right.
Critty, did you bring any books with you?
Of course I did, silly. I always have a book.
I kind of figured. Do you have any on like philosophy or wisdom type books?
Well, you can find wisdom in just about anything.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping, but
Even fairy tales have some wisdom to them.
aye.
Can I look in my bag to see what books I might have?
On the wagon, you brought like, I don't know. It depends on the five. You can carry 5 books, the small books, with you, Critty.
Yeah.
Most of them are like, I don't know. Pick the 5 things that you would want to read and or study while you're on this trip.
Like right now, pick 5 things.
Yeah.
Okay. The history of the empire.
Okay.
Magical plants and where to find them.
Sure.
How to make friends and win over people.
Okay.
But one of them's going to be like Jack Kerouac on the road, right?
You have that down. You don't need to read that.
I'll do
The Necronomicon.
I want a book about herbalism because I'm trying to teach myself more about herbalism. So like how to make potions.
And Tuscan Love too.
But it's not the same thing as Zendesa's book that Alan has.
This is more about herbology.
I want also a fictional novel about like some kind of fantasy epic like Lord of the Rings, like an equivalent of that.
Yes, you have found the it's called Two Piece. It's not like the anime One Piece. It's just called Two Piece with the same kind of plot and story and characters, but they're not quite the same for copyright purposes.
Excellent. So those are my books.
All right. Now you may ask your question there, Reed. Now that she knows what she's got.
Would you mind if I borrowed maybe that history book?
Oh, sure. You can borrow this.
Oh, thank you.
Our book's the best.
I like books myself, yeah. So I'm gonna sit by the fire for a few hours.
You do that.
Read through the book, and in particular, I want to go and see if there's any mention of a Weston family in it.
Not when you. I mean, not initially. It's going to take you a while to read the book, see if you find
That's what I figured, yeah, but
yeah. All right, so Allie's reading, Critty's reading, Ashira's meditating, Reed's reading. Where are the rest of you guys doing any conversations and stuff after you guys eat dinner before you start having to get ready for bed down for the night and have your guard?
I'm still writing my stories every night.
I bet you are.
Let's see if you can write. See what kind of creativity you have. Let's see. What I want to roll for this. I'm trying to think.
Performance writing.
Yep, performance. Yep, get some good ideas for your smut book.
I'm so happy.
You might want to still cast that little hut spell for me.
Do you really say that?
Yes.
Critty, Togar just said something very dirty to you.
I will say, everybody needs their special time sometimes.
Wow.
And I'm going to cast Tiny Hut just around him.
Wow. Okay, that happens. You guys see that. That Tiny Hut appears around Togar after he says that, and after Critty says that.
The unfortunate thing about the Tiny Hut spell is the caster also has to stay inside of it.
Oh my god.
That's true.
No, it's a 10. Oh, around me.
Yeah.
As soon as you leave, it disappears.
Well, you see Critty walk over and says, okay.
Also?
Yeah, she walks over.
You can see out, they can't see in.
They're a 911 number.
It's opaque from the outside, but transparent from the inside.
Okay. Yeah, so
it's literally Critty's own peep show.
So Critty just walks over, sits next to Togar, casts Tiny Hut, and then her and Togar disappear into this hut.
But the people inside can move in and out.
Yes.
So I am
Except for you.
Except for you. Because it's centered on you, so you can't leave. You're stuck in there.
Inspire yourself, Tigger.
This has thwarted me. And
so there's you and Togar sitting in this hut. You just said that to him.
I think this is the best possible outcome.
Togar, she's just staring at you with this shit-eating grin, like, okay.
I mean, do I roll another performance check?
Oh, God.
Okay,
more importantly, does she roll a disappointment save?
Togar, do you want to... What do you do here? Because she just actually did this. Are you continue to write, or were you just being full of poo-poo? Or
I am going further into my writing. I am like, oh shit, and fucking
all right,
writing down all the details.
You see, as soon as
and then she cast the hut.
Yeah. So you see that Togar, you have a little light in there, Critty. He just looks at you kind of for a moment, and then just like, And then he just starts writing like a mad fiend.
You're his smut muse.
Well, at least you're writing a book. Books are good. Books. Every book is important.
And there's wisdom in every book, right?
A lot of good wisdom in this book Tagar's writing.
Oh, it sounds like wisdom.
So
I'm gonna spend time to read Zendesa's book too on alchemy while we're doing this. How much time of reading do we get?
probably about an hour or two.
An hour? Okay. Hour or two, because I have to like mark this for.
Yeah, because I mean, but you get the
Two?
camp set up and everything, and everybody gets situated and everything, and then you cook your meal, you
Okay.
eat. It's kind of like that quiet before you have to start playing duty, and everybody's got to
Got it.
pull their watch and stuff. So figure out the watch order and let us begin the festivitas. Who's going
I'll
first?
take first watch.
So Allie's got first. Who's taking watch with Allie?
I can take a watch with Ali.
All right. So Balin and Allie are umero numero. Who is pulling second watch?
I'll go ahead and do second.
All right. Who's pulling watch with Drom?
I can do it by myself.
There's 8 of you, so 2 of you. More eyes the better, Drom.
Yeah, we have 8 now instead of 7, so we can pair off.
Okay.
Who wants to pull a watch with Drom?
I'll pair up with the orc.
All right. So you guys are 2.
Athen, you want to take the third watch with me?
Sure.
All right. And then
Just trying to avoid Critty.
Yep. And Togar.
all right, the last ones will be Critty and Ashara.
Oh, Critty's gonna die.
All right, everybody gets bedded for the night. The first 2 would be Allie and Balin. So do your perception checks.
Sorry, mouse difficulties.
All right, for the most part, you guys are pretty attentive. You guys do a pretty solid job. If you guys want to talk or anything like that, you can. If not, we'll move on to the next watch.
I'll look at Balin and say, Balin, thank you for carrying me up the stairs. I really was trying to help you in a way. I'm rather awkward. Sometimes it's not readable or comes across well. But much appreciation to you. And again, I just wanted, well, not again in my head, but I wanted to tell you that I'm so sorry that, I sexually assaulted you.
I can see it right now. Togar's like,
Time out!
Okay.
write it in the book.
Okay, I was not expecting
Time
that
out.
verbiage, but
Time out!
I was not expecting that verbiage. But okay.
No, stop talking, everyone. I need a moment. Oh my god.
So Balin goes and casts Summon Sexual Harassment Panda.
I learned from Critty. She created the dome. I create the darkness bubble. We're fine.
So glad my
Just-
camera's
I'm-
off.
I'm praying that you pick her up and carry her into the hut.
Oh god.
With the music playing in the background.
And Critty just stuck there.
Okay. All right.
And I will
Alright.
say,
Oh my
Um,
god. No time out, no talking. Just oh god.
I was talking in a conversation.
Oh
It
my
only
that's
took
god.
13 sessions, but we broke Ranger.
Oh shit.
We broke Ranger.
Oh my
We broke
god.
Yes. That was.
Then I was going to say,
Oh.
So it's gonna be bacon and sexual assault.
Balin, I believe you can afford the I need you to look at me and know that I will.
Oh.
Right. I appreciate that you're able to
Rape
find
and
the
I
herbs.
don't know why you're talking. I can't think right now. Give me a moment, man. Jesus Christ, Ellie just broke me.
Uh,
Fuck me. Oh my god.
No, she did that to Balloon.
Woo!
About to say, careful the crowd you say that in.
Oh, mm.
So-
Oh my god.
okay, so should we try to continue?
I'll tell you when. Give me a moment, all right? I need a moment. Jesus Christ. Woo.
Show me how you lift that rock, Balin.
Oh. Woo. All right. Continue from the sexual assault statements.
So, I appreciate you trying to find all the herbs and everything for the potions. No, and we don't have to talk about that moment. Nobody else knows, so we can pretend like it didn't happen since you were not yourself.
Oh my god.
But what I don't understand is why you did that to help me. How was that helping me?
I would like to help you complete your training. I tried to watch out for all in the group. And I figured that I was 6 feet tall, and I may not weigh too much, but at least I was 6 feet tall. And you had to carry me. Does not count.
It does, but I could have done that with a rock. But
This is true.
I
don't really understand the ways of your people as of yet.
Well, it seems like the way that you're confused about is
I'm gonna die.
maybe working in a team.
I'm gonna die.
I understand that you want to protect everyone,
Oh,
but you do realize that you were on the verge of death when we were in the caves.
I do. I'm quite the survivalist. I've lived in elements.
You were literally pretty much dead.
You had 1 hit point.
There
less
was no survival. You were dead.
But then I knew.
You were leaking.
Do you think sometimes that you go a little bit too far with the protection?
I will agree. I have thought many times about pulling back and only protecting myself, but not of my nature. I think that I will start practicing that more, but with only select people in the group. There will be those that I choose to protect and those that I choose not to.
Yeah, I don't think that's the solution either. I think let me ask you this, Ali, because I know that you were trying to do something on your own, and you did try to deceive us about the conversation you were having with the bartender. But if you had your choice, would you stay with us or would you go back into the wild?
I will always stay with you. I am much more a friend than Critty appears to be. I just don't have to talk about it so much.
I think your actions sometimes confuse us.
The confusion may be purposeful in a way.
How was
On
pushing
yourself?
You will have to learn to trust me
you shoved Critty away from a door.
to protect her.
But again, when we were in the cave,
She was new to the group.
she was.
How would we know if she could totally protect us?
She survived in the cave. You died.
Did.
He's got a scratch.
I
Took
think-
one of the arms off.
I think maybe you can trust us a little bit more and not have to take the burden on yourself to try and protect everyone.
This is very true. I appreciate your advice, Balin.
And it seems like you worry about me because I know I'm not wearing armor. I don't really use weapons. I seem pretty fragile. Would it help if I showed you that I had other abilities besides just being weakling and standing there?
I think your perception of me is incorrect. I don't see you as weak, but I would love to see your things.
So I know the wording of these are just awesome. Okay.
If you show me the things that you want to show me, I would be glad to see those.
We broken Ranger. I can't. It's just
Johnny's face.
Johnny's face is not helping. Okay. So, and I'm gonna look over to Hadlin. Is Hadlin sleeping?
He's
cast
so
Barry
asleep.
Manilow.
He's never waking up.
He doesn't want to wake up to this. I just want to make sure. So I'm gonna look over, make sure Hadlin is sleeping. And we're kind of just in like a wooded area, right?
Yeah, it's somewhat wooded. I mean, it's mostly
passes gas.
You know,
that's Dromzel. I have the potion for that.
I mean, there's. I mean, yeah. For the most part, there's just some few wooded areas, but it's mostly plains and rolling hills as you're coming off the mountains and stuff. So there's a little bit of forest area here, and a little bit of an opening with little meadows and stuff. But yeah.
Okay. So I'll look over to Allie, and I'll take out the kind of the training longsword that I have.
Make a strength check.
For just the longsword?
For something?
Yes, you're training with it.
Oh no! I'm not training with it. I'm just taking it out for a second. I'm not doing anything.
The real sword or the training wooden thing?
You're pulling out your longsword for her to see.
He's whipping out his sword.
Really, Johnny?
All right,
you're just going to continue with Johnny.
Okay.
No, I'm taking out the
you
wooden.
knew these comments were coming, man.
Yes, I know. I know. This whole conversation has been leading to this. Oh. Okay, so I'm going to take out the wooden longsword, like the training one that I got.
Okay.
So I'll be holding it in my right hand.
Okay.
And I'll just I have asked Hadlin to train me to use this. There is a reason for it, but I do not need this in order to be able to combat should I need to. I believe you've seen me cast this as well. And then with my left hand, you'll see shadows coming out from underneath the glove. They'll start coming into the palm of my hands, start spiraling up, and you'll see the shadow blade that I've previously cast. And so I'll cast Shadow Blade. And this is a weapon that I am much more attuned to. I believe you've seen me do this before, correct?
Yes.
I think these recent experiences have brought out some other abilities that I wasn't even aware I was able to do. And I'm going to take the Shadow Blade, and I'm going to, if for whatever tree is kind of within like 20 feet of where we're standing, I'm going to chuck the Shadow Blade directly at the tree.
Make an attack roll.
So it's going to be...
It's a range attack too.
Yeah, it's a range. I know. I'm trying to find which one I have here for that. I think it's... Where's the throne version? Oh, it's all pretty much the same. Okay, I'm just going to do it with my dagger ranger, but it's the same thing. 21.
Yeah, nice. You hit the tree.
So you'll see the Shadow Blade basically just go right into the tree. And then, just as quickly as it's there, it warps right back into my hand.
Nice.
Hadlin has not seen this. I don't want to show him because I want to learn how to use the regular sword. But as we continue, and maybe with the help of the entire party, I've come to learn that there's more that I can do than just this. And the shadow blade disappears from my hand. And you begin to see in my right hand now, flames begin to accumulate, doing the same thing, except they come together, they'll start to spiral around, they'll create a blade of just pure fire. So from this blade, and I'm going to cast a flame blade at 3rd level, and you will see just a pure fire sword, and it'll be resonating within 10 feet. You can see the heat, you can see the light, and this one is a little bit stronger should I need to be in melee, but doesn't have the ability to be thrown like the other. I have ways to defend myself should I need to, but there are other things that I would rather depend on than either of these. There is danger with magic. There's danger with learning it. I'm trying to control it, but should I need to, I have the ability to defend myself. Everyone else in the group has also proven capable of defending themselves when they need to. I don't think Critty needs as much pampering. She has shown that she is able to survive. Reed unfortunately got the brunt of it in the caves, but we need his help to look for things, and I think you have skill sets to help him. And I don't think we should ever rush ahead without Dromzel and Hadlin. They are the sturdiest of us. And of course, Ashira is basically the leader. And, well, as long as Togar's not distracted, he can provide a help as well, but he tends to get distracted. But I think he, when focused, is also an asset. I think if you learn to trust us, Allie, I think you wouldn't feel the need to protect us, but just join us instead. And I do hope that you stay with us, but I don't know what else we can do to convince you.
Allie looks very confused and doesn't understand really what he's talking about with the choosing to leave. But she will look at him and say, I always knew the things that you possessed. I've seen these things before, only once, but definitely heard of them in lore. I've known you had the potential. I feel so sad that you feel that I want to leave the group and that you don't seem to have a clear understanding of the things and the actions I'm taking. Maybe you should trust me more. And I will say that rather impressed. I know that you could take care of the entire party.
I don't think I could.
And you also seem quite the leader. I know that there must be, we must all join together with our forces. Much understood. We also must see each other's perspectives and where we come from. Thank you so much for sharing these abilities with me. Is there anyone else in the party who you have honored with showing these abilities to you?
Nobody else has seen these. I feel like the most recent interactions with us and seeing some of my friends on the verge of death may have brought out things that I didn't expect. And I'm still trying to learn them myself.
I understand completely, and I feel very honored. Thank you for trusting me and showing me the strength and the power that you have. It will go no further.
If you don't mind, I know you said that you want us to trust you, and I try. But there have been times that you've just left us, and we've had no idea why.
But you were
maybe you'd help us understand why. Help me understand why.
For an ultimate, I think you don't really understand that protection of people is not mistrust of them. You seem to perceive me as not trusting the group because I choose to protect us in maybe a way that no one else understands quite yet.
Could you help me understand then?
For you to trust me.
But could you help me understand?
I have a personal connection here that I believe to be a true personal connection. I'm not quite clear, but
Is it this June person that you're looking for?
I believe her to be someone quite close to me. I believe the entire family to be someone quite close to me, and they actually control a lot of the agriculture in the entire. They're a very prominent family in the empire.
And is finding them something very important to you?
It's important to me, of course, but I also believe it would help our group as a whole.
Well,
and
then,
I may be incorrect because, as I said, I'm not a city person. I'm a country person. Not really country. I'm from the woods. Well, I'm a ranger. And so while I may not understand some of the things you speak of, I do have quite the strong feeling that finding the Western family may be beneficial to all of us, although I may be incorrect. And I'm very welcome to, and I will be understanding if I'm not making the right choice to find her.
well, as you know, I'm not from Exandria. I am from Islera. I have traveled a long way, and I think Critty may have shown the best in all of us. I think all of us would do well to consider each other friends and not as anyone that needs protecting or anyone that should be protected. And as a friend, Allie, I can tell you, if this person is important to find you, I will help you in whatever way I can. My resources may be limited, but I'll tell you that if this person's important for you to find, I will do what I can to help. Just let me know what I can do.
Thank you. It will not be the number one priority for me, as the number one priority is to help our team, our party, our group. But any help you give for the ultimate end would be much helpful, greatly appreciated. And then Allie is going to turn away from him for a bit and stare up at the main.
Okay.
And then she's going to turn around to Belen and say, I'm rather tired now.
Well, that's because your shift is ended. It's time for the new shift. All right. All right. Who is up next? Drom and who?
It was me and Drom.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Drom and Tugar, you guys are woken up.
I just want to say I came up with a new name for this episode of it's called Sexual Assault Bacon.
No, we're not having that in the title.
What? They can get away with sexual assault.
No, we're not having...
And you're muted, Finn.
Why not just sexual bacon?
Hey, there you go.
That sounds
You're
good.
still muted, Finn.
I know, because the worst thing is I have this stupid idea in my head where it's just like, stuck under the sarsaparilla tree, sexual assault, bacon.
Sexual harassment pen is sad.
Sexual assault bacon is sad.
You're welcome for that.
I hate you all right now.
You love us.
No, I really don't.
I think I'm going to be busy next week, Ranger.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, let's go find something to do, Corinth. Christ. All right, Drom, Tugar, make your perception checks. Okay.
Oh God.
Oh no.
Takar, you're kind of you still got your mind on the books. Drum, you're just standing there like a lump of shit. You're not doing anything.
He's just like sorcerer Bolton, sorcerer Bolton.
Yeah. Next person says that dies. All right. So you guys want to have a conversation, you can. If not, then we'll move on to the next folks. Unless nothing happens on your watch, unless you guys want to talk.
Not really.
Okay, so nothing happens.
Drum doesn't talk very much.
Okay, so that just happened. Okay. Who's next? It's
I think it's
me and Hadlin.
all right, Hadlin. You guys are woken up for the next shift. So you guys make your perception checks.
I'll flip up the eye patch.
It seems like you're it's like predator vision.
All right, so it's perception checks.
Yeah, perception checks.
19.
Okay.
Strong 6.
Hadlin's kind of grumpy, just in there smoking his pipe. You guys are kind of woken and pull your guard. You guys want to have a conversation, or?
So, did you have your fill of bacon today?
Think this group of people. I'm really confused.
Yeah.
Keep to myself and try to talk about things, but I don't know about some of what's going on. The one lies constantly.
Which one?
Exactly.
Oh God.
There's a few of them that are different, but
we've both seen. I mean, I thought I saw quite a few people, but man, I mean, yeah.
Well, I mean, you and I are a good deal older than most of these kids.
Oh, I'm a jackass.
Well, yeah, but I don't hold that against you.
Yeah.
I mean, what? We've all had our days, but what do you think we do when we get back to the matron of the Raven Queen?
Well, so far I know where I stand, and I don't think thus far anything's changed. If I think things go a little bit different direction, or goes a little bit more, then I may have to speak up, and I don't know, may need to contact the Cobalt Soul for something else. I don't know if I'm fitting in just yet.
Yeah, I mean, I'm more nervous about all of that stuff we found in the cavern.
Yeah. Definitely above all of us, but it leads into something else could be brewing.
And not only that, you figure, if the dynasty is figured out, we're finally smart enough to start going and finding allies inside the Empire. They come over or under the mountains. Both our homes are the first things that go.
Yep.
So far, I don't think it's a coincidence that the matron of the Raven Queen was looking for people to go to Humperduke like this.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to find out.
Kind of curious. Yeah.
I should say.
People at that position normally won't say. Might be interesting to find out, though, who she's connected with.
How we got mixed up in it.
Not only that, she seemed to know all about the two of us.
Exactly.
I mean, I've spent better part of my life trying to stay out of people's vision and ideas of who I am. You've always tried to blend in yourself, too.
Yeah.
And a good thing about it, at least, is your man there, the big one, Drama, is stout enough. Your young pupil there. Think there's any hope of him with a sword?
Sure.
That's
Hope
good.
with any.
Some more than others. The rest of them are good. Ashira's a smart one. Good head on her shoulders. Critty is interesting. It's a font of knowledge, that's for sure.
You've thought a lot more than I have.
That's always been my problem.
Wait, see.
Togar's book ought to be a bestseller at the rate he's writing it, huh?
Now it's time for you to go to sleep.
Oh.
All right. Anything else you guys want to say?
Nope, I'm good.
All right. And then last, we get Critty and Ashir. You guys are woken up by Togar and Reed. Make your perception checks, please. All right. You guys do a pretty good job. Nothing really happens. If you guys want to have a conversation, feel free.
Is this your first guard?
Yeah. Sleepy.
You're sleepy. Well, try if you.
It's early.
Yeah, it is. It is. Do you need help staying awake? We could play a game. I can throw rocks at you. We could dance. Hey, hey, hey! Darling, it is for the safety of the party that we all practice being awake for once.
Be awake. Okay.
So how can we wake you up? Let's make this fun. What would be fun? How do you wake up in the morning normally?
I open my eyes and the sun is up, and I think about all the friends I'll talk to, and then I usually get dressed and have some breakfast.
Hey, hey, hey!
Oh, that's awesome.
Well done.
Looks like this one's going to need practice, huh? Well, what are you excited about for traveling to today, this morning?
Traveling.
New Earths?
New places, yeah. I've never really left Humperdinck. So I'll get to see new places and meet new people. Maybe I'll talk to the horses.
Hey! Hey! And I shake her. And I shake her shirt. Maybe we should dance jig. Would you like to dance jig with me?
I love to dance. That sounds like so much fun.
Okay, let's dance.
All right.
And then we have dance party.
All right. Make a performance check, each of you.
Okay.
All right. Pretty. You can dance pretty well, but Shira is pretty good.
Ooh, you've got awesome moves.
This is how you
And
stay
it
awake.
wakes you
during
up.
dark.
I'm so much more awake now. Oh my goodness.
All right. Good. Now we can make sure we protect party.
Protect the party. Cool.
Yeah. By party, dance party.
Just wow.
No undertones at all.
I'll bring music next time.
All right. Anything else you guys discuss?
I'm surprisingly not talkative in the mornings.
I am never
Nobody
talking
noticed.
in the morning. But I do believe in watching party. There is no sleeping on guard.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So you guys wake up the party. Everybody has breakfast. You guys get some rest and get ready for the day. And that's where we are going to end the stream tonight. All right. Wow. 3.5 hours of bacon and nonsense and sex.
Bacon and nonsense.
Best episode
Bacon.
ever.
But
3 hours of bacon and sex sounds amazing.
Just words are hard right now for me. All right, so with that,
So
we're
it's the
gonna
bacon.
Yeah, so we're gonna call this one done. So thank you guys so much for being here with us tonight. Hope you guys enjoyed it. So our D&D escapades continue next weekend, I assume, barring any formal nothing happening things going on. So if you guys like this, make sure you follow us, subscribe, all that good stuff. And with that, on behalf of myself and everybody here, have a great rest of your night, and we will holler at you later. Peace out.
Bye.
Bye.